Yep.
Alright.
Balls in your court, fuckboy.
Uh, Alrighty. Welcome back to Strayfinder, everybody. Last time, the party was doing a little bit of faffing about. They finished up in Oceanside, and they went down to investigate my cabbages. And while there, discovered a four young ladies, well, about 18 years and older, living in a magical cottage in a cave, made by a wizard during the onset of the Age of Blood. Still hate that name, by the way.
Blood.
Yeah. So the party, you know, was immediately attacked by them, but the cooler heads managed to calm everybody down. They, the young ladies, after profusely apologizing, introduced themselves, and among their number was a dragon, a vampire, a goblin, and a naga. And after a nice stay and nice stay for the night, Bodhi managed to get laid,
Yeah, she
and
broke a millennial-long dry streak.
What did you sleep with again?
The dragon
She's-
girl.
and
Oh,
the
yeah.
vampire.
And the vampire. At the same time. It was a good
Starting
night.
strong.
Yeah.
She's sexually racist against anything that isn't immortal.
Correct.
I mean,
She is not attracted to people who she will vastly, vastly, vastly outlive.
Wait, that's the word.
It feels kind of like it feels kind of like pedophilia, essentially. It's like, wow, that thing is an infant race and will forever be an infant race. I can't. Yeah.
Despite the fact that both of them only look to be like in their late teens, the vampiress was like 210 years old, and the dragon girl was like 120.
Yep.
Because long-lived races, they're annoying like that. Also, Volan got snoo-snooed by a goblin, the goblin teenager that Marlem persuaded to TF herself. And by persuaded, she just helped. Yeah. Well, Volan tried posing, the goblin tried messing with him, and then it just all devolved from there.
I wouldn't exactly say it devolved because I still did the pose. She still did her thing.
I blame you people. Anyways, at the end of the session, you all made it back to Fafnir, and that's not a lot happened other than you guys all got paid. Got paid fairly handsomely. Yep, you got
Did
back,
we?
and yeah, you all got paid. You all got like 1,800 gold each
Mm-hmm.
because you completed 3 jobs and turned them all in at once.
Yay!
Finally, the last thing that happened was Lirelai got a message from a letter from her Minotaur boy toy.
I did?
Who has? Yep. Don't you remember?
no.
Yep. You got a letter. He had just made it to the Trails Timberland, and to the main trading post of the Trails Timberland, and he was talking about, oh my gosh, there's there's so much fluff. There's a lot of fairies. It's real magic and shit. Sorry about that. There's ice in the other room. And he also said that when he gets back to the Iron Citadel, he's going to be applying for to go to the college, the Mages College in Fafnir.
Oh.
Remember, he was all super awkward in the letter, like,
I'm gonna be nearby.
Yeah, I'm gonna be nearby, but we can see each other as much or as little. I'm not, stalking you or anything. Oh dear.
Yep. I'm sure there was a lot of cutie hoof bouncing around on the spot.
You can feel his cheeks burning through like the letter. So yeah, within a couple weeks, he is going to be. You guys are on this page. Yeah, he's going to be in the Grand College right over here.
burrito.
Yep. Which is going to be amazing because that means he's going to meet Alana.
Oh, that poor dear.
Dear. Hey, but he is.
Oh my.
He is within walking distance of Bloodbath and Beyond.
This is true.
Yeah. Well, it is a very big city, though. So.
You can get a hoofy-cure. It's like a pedicure or a manicure, but for hoofs.
Yep. For.
It is.
Yep. And so, yeah. The last thing that happened. Nope, that was the second to last thing that happened, and I nearly forgot about it. Bodhi received a missive from Fortress Vigilance saying that the dragon Kalrunix has agreed to meet with her.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. So, and I know that
excellent.
we decided that this session will also be like shopping and doing things because you guys are flush with cash.
We got paid.
So, yeah, there's stuff to do. So, let's just hop on in. You, yeah, you guys had like just come in the late day, so we're just gonna say it's the next morning.
Sure.
Okay.
Also, people are asking about the concept of how immortality would apply to this character. I mean, they live amongst the young races, so they can still track time day by day by day. But it does pass by very quickly. It's why she doesn't sleep very often anymore, because the last time she went to sleep, like, 1,000,000 years happened. Or more.
You just need someone to wake you up.
Exactly.
You need an alarm clock.
To be fair, your parents put you to bed.
This is true. It's true. They tucked me in, and they tucked me in so fucking good that I was asleep for a very long time.
Yep.
Best sleep ever.
Yeah.
For those just tuning in, the gargoyles are the children of the Titans who were wiped out, but their final gift to their kids were to put them in a magical sleep where they weren't able to be harmed in any way. And right now, the gargoyles are just beginning to wake up.
Yep.
God, I wish cognizance crystals weren't so fucking expensive.
But yes, I imagine eventually Bodhi will suffer the immortality thing of, like, the lives of others become like a fucking blink of an eye, but since I've only been awake for one, like, young mortal lifespan, it's probably not kicked in again yet.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Eventually I will become an uncaring, unfeeling justice machine.
And then you'll have to go to bed again.
No. God, it's like entering torpor when my humanity dots get too low.
But, you know, that's not actually how that works, so...
Sure.
You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
I forgot we fucking put Bob's sunglasses hut back on this damn thing.
Fuck yeah, Bob's sunglasses hut. Everyone gets sunglasses there.
Sweet.
They put coloured lenses on your face so it doesn't feel as bright.
We're doing a little bit of purchasing.
Yeah.
Yep. So, it is the day after you guys have returned, and, yeah, you guys have a little bit of downtime. So, you know, to spend all of that delicious gold. You are in the capital of Talora, and very specifically, you're in the Wolfkin. You know, this is a Wolfkin capital, and Wolfkin are magic as shit. So, yeah, there's a lot of shit to buy. You can ask me if there are things available, and I'll tell you if they exist and or you know. Yeah, if you can get them.
That's more expensive than I can get.
Mm.
But for the most part, I'm not really putting a cap on the things you can get unless I decide that, you know, it's just no, you can't have that. Because, yeah, Wolfkin are real good at magic because they have a tendency to bound forward into new areas of thought. And when they find a problem, they gnaw on it for a while until it eventually snaps and reveals its delicious magic-y marrow. Because magic is the best soup bone / squeaky toy.
Uh-huh.
Makes
It's where
sense.
Wolfkin, fuck yeah.
Yeah, my green robes are robes of comfort. I actually forgot about that. The fact that I wear a green cloak at all times, they are weatherproofed green robes of comfort.
Noise.
I totally forgot that there was a legitimate reason that I wore this thing all the time. Because it's the comfiest, holy shit, you guys.
Actually, Borks on Sunday reminded me why when Warriors got Iron Bed in Pathfinder, that was really good. Because when you get woken up in the night with random encounters, you can have your armor on.
Yep.
Everything I want is too expensive.
Oh, what is it you're after? Because there's nothing I'm especially lusting for right now. I can happily loan you like a couple thou.
Oh, I mean, no, psionic stuff is expensive as shit.
I imagine so.
Link it to me, and I'll let you know if it's actually that expensive.
Stray,
Yes.
would I be able to get raw materials such as just adamantine, mithril, cold iron, etc.?
Ditto.
Well, I mean, the stuff I'm looking for, like the stuff that I have a list of stuff to get for this character later, and the stuff that I'm looking for is like I need what I want is I need a couple things like a tactician's chessboard and a greater psi crystal staff, and those things are expensive. Like the staff is 10,000. I think I'm not sure what the tactician's chessboard is. Like I think it's 8,000. A good cognizance crystal is like 16,000. The psionic stuff is expensive.
Can I remind you, we do have an artificer in the party. You can probably ask Marlon to make things for the creation cost. So.
But that stuff's expensive. Also, that stuff requires a whole different slew of creation feats.
And yes, Rem and Bob, the thing for buying that kind of stuff would be in the SRD somewhere. But you can buy raw materials.
Although I could buy, well, I mean, this is one thing I could get a Dorje. Those are cheap.
Because, like, just over here.
Y'all should just get guns, so that you can hit people when you've got noodle arms.
Like, over here is, it's well known. There's a big old, like, mine up here. These mountains are very rich in raw materials, so. Yeah, you're going to be able to...
How much is a third eye?
I don't know that Lily's willing to part with it. Alright, time to do the nerdy thing of opening up the SRD just to look at magical equipment that I might or might not want. It's like, eventually I'll have a nice weapon waiting for me, but I am still using the same Masterwork Lucian. I might go for something magical, or maybe just get it enchanted since it's already Masterwork.
Yeah, I thought about also maybe rebuilding my chainsaw.
Our monocle is also 8,000.
Is it under crafting skills where we see the prices?
No, it's under trade goods.
Is it trade goods?
But Stray.
Oh, third eyes.
But I get
10,000.
I get a pound of adamantine, a pound of mithril, and which what was the third pound I wanted? A
alternative crafting rules.
I don't even look at that. That's garbage.
All right, where's
a pound of mithril, a pound of darkwood, and a pound of cold iron.
Is that too loud? Can you guys hear that?
Yes.
It sounds like someone is hitting her harmonica in the background right there.
Fucking Lord, give me a second.
I suppose the most important, the most, useful thing I could get right now is a wisdom headband.
I can't even afford to make my weapon +1, but
I can make it masterwork. I can make
it's already masterwork.
You can't even afford +1?
+1 costs 2,000 gold.
Yeah.
We should have more than... Yeah, we should have way more than 2,000.
I have about 2,800.
I am carrying 2,000, essentially. I can't remember what I've... Yeah, I can actually, just about.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I closed the door. They're not gonna have eardrums in 2 years.
If you're really stop at hurting for cash, you could sell we could sell those potions of heal.
I feel like they're so fucking useful though.
That's so
Yeah.
fucking like
What happens if one of us
madness.
pokes a prismatic wall and goes insane?
You know, if someone drink like just this, okay, the amount of like if we were in a bad fight and we drank and one person drank that, the whole group would like go back to full health, or at least back to like half all across the board, because that's a lot of hit points.
Huh.
Well, I guess it's true.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, although I apparently did the division for everyone, the 1,083, I didn't actually give
figuring
myself
out
that money.
Figuring out the cost of that is going to be hard because heal is a 6th level spell, and you can only make potions.
Alright, I stand corrected, I have that much of a monies.
Yeah, that looks more accurate.
Hey man, good magic shit is expensive.
Anyway, so Maya's gonna come up to Marlon and say, "Hey, Marlon, can I ask a little favor of you?"
Yes.
Well, it's doing a bit of research, and there's a headband that would make me better at casting spells, and well, since we're working together, and I know you're an artificer, I was wondering if you'd be willing to make it for less than market price.
Sounds doable.
Yeah, it normally costs 4,000 gold to buy, so if I give you like 2,500, is that good?
Yeah, that should about cover the raw materials.
To buy, if you could buy a potion of heal, it would be about 11,000 gold.
Jesus Christ. We are running. Would I have to roll to make these things?
I think.
Yeah, it would be a first a DC 19 spellcraft and then a DC 13 spellcraft. But I can assist you, since I am trained in spellcraft.
And
so.
assisting is advantage.
Yeah, I also think I feel like the artificer thing that I've been using has changed a few times. This hasn't helped me at all. This is just a magical item, though, isn't it?
Yep.
I have to.
Oh, fuck me. That's what I was going to do on Monday.
What?
I was going to ask Third, just because it's just easier in person, if she, about her modifications for whenever it comes up for vampirism, I'll just do that.
Yeah.
Because vampires and Pathfinder are shit.
They are Terrabad, but I actually have Third's race stat block for vampires if you would like it. It's part of her Lemuria world document.
Sure.
I'm gonna link it to you direct. No sharesies. There you go. I don't know where it is in that document, but it is.
Okie dokie, yeah, I'll give that a look-see after the session. Just in case the one human in your party gets turned into a vampire.
Question for you.
Yo.
Can I buy an all tools vest?
All tools vest. Let's see. All. Is that on the D20? Because it's not on the compendium.
It's on the D20.
Like the D20 SRD.
Yeah.
Yeah. SRD. And it's called an all-tool what?
Vest.
Vest.
All-tool vest. Vest all tools. There we go. Boop, boop.
Alright, So, said 2 DC 19 check.
Uh, 1 DC 19 to act as if you know the spell, and then a DC 13 to actually make it.
Oh yeah, totes, bro.
Okay.
Before you do that, I would like to direct you to an amazing tool called, let's see here, the Traveler's Any tool.
I already have one.
Ah, cool. I do as well. I forgot that I had that, but I do.
It's like a Swiss Army knife, but the magic version.
It's the Swiss Army crowbar because it's just an iron bar that you then make into other tools. So I can only ever imagine it as just being like one of those fucking just the bendy thing that just but it never breaks. You just MacGyver everything with your flexible iron rod.
And the next one, I have a bonus, like +2. Actually, even higher. Yep.
Oh,
Oh wait, I can't.
So I'm not so.
4,000.
Actually, wait. If it's just half the price of the goods and service, where's the special materials? Go down to adamantium. Oh, that's 15,000. Oh, I can't afford mine. Crap. Oh well.
You know, I might
Yeah.
see if I can get my one Bane enchanted.
You have one what?
A Bane enchantment.
Ah.
And get it for evil outsiders. It seems like a good idea. Evil outsiders Bane seems like a really, really like pretty good one for a lot of the shit.
Well, I mean, you're super best friends with the High Arcanist.
This is true.
I say there's a lot of them.
A lot of them, yeah. But it also involves me going to her and having to also be diplomatic in order to get a good deal. Maybe I can wangle her to a +2 bonus type enchantment.
Go to her. You're her super specialist best friend. She gave you a crystal. You can talk with her at any time.
True, but I feel like I'm after things, and that's something you do in person because I'm in town. I'm polite if nothing else. What the fuck is a life surge?
What?
Oh, right. This special ability can be placed on melee weapons. A life surge weapon boosts and sustains their life when they're in the throes of combat. You get a bonus on saving throws against necromantic shit, including ability drain, damage, energy, and you get temp hit points.
So, like, a combination of false life and protection conceivable?
Yeah, in combat, its critical threat range is doubled against the undead, which is pretty neat. Although apparently that doesn't stack with Keen. Lame.
Gross.
And whenever it confirms a crit against something undead, it does positive damage. Oh, that's really neat. There's a lot that's cool.
What did Maya get?
Headband of Luring Charisma.
Oh, nice. Sorcerer harder.
Mm-hmm.
Corlia. Am I saying that right? Corlia? Corlia. Is there anything you would like to get while people are thinking about cool magic stuff?
I'd like to commission some heavy armor from Voland.
Oh boy.
Heavy arm? Are you a barbarian?
You're a barbar.
Yeah, but I have no dex.
You're still only proficient with up to medium.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also lose
Yes.
a whole bunch of bonuses.
Unless you're the archetype that gives you heavy armor.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah, you are proficient with simple, martial, and then light armor, medium, and shields, not including tower.
Damn it.
Owned.
Yeah. Are you what's your? Did you take archetype?
The totem, right?
Vulnerable Rager.
Oh, invulnerable rager. All right, so you didn't take armored Hulk, so no.
Juggernaut, bitch.
She's not quite the invulnerable rager yet.
Not yet, but close.
It's only on Tuesdays.
See, part of me also just wants to start looking for some like neat, rando, wondrous items. I have no idea.
Oh, believe me, I had to do that when I was building my level 10 character for Halloween.
Oh god, yeah, I have no doubt about that.
And that's kind of what part of this session is going to be. People finding cool stuff and getting it, getting it commissioned and stuff like that. Because it does take a couple days to make stuff. So this is stuff you can do on downtime.
Yeah. Don't really need that. Don't really need this shit. Nah, I'm gonna go say hello to Alana before I go see a dragon.
Okay.
Do I get? Is she in her special nerd spire?
Yeah, she'll be down at the Grand College.
Sweet. I'll flap on over.
All right. You can go to the Grand College and then, just say that you're looking for Alana, and then, it might take a little bit, but then people kind of will just say, well, a gargoyle that's riding a griffin is looking for the higher cadence. This is not like some rando person off the street, so you can you can be ushered in.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone gives me any of I'm just like, I mean, I could literally call her with this. It's just more polite to go see her in person now that I'm in town. If you'd like, I can then just call her. She'll see you and see us, and then waste time.
Nah, you get shown up pretty quick. You open the door to her. Actually, I should make a study for Alana. I actually have a really cool thing for that I think I stole from you. Give me all your things. Boop, 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 boop. Where'd it go? Wine?
Because Matt's just realised that she's got a shit ton of googly eyes in her character's inventory. And it's because she was drunk and decided that she wanted to buy a shit ton.
I don't know why I wanted to buy any.
Yeah, you bought like lots, like
6 pairs of googly eyes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I also remember you pretty clearly buying like an unnecessary quantity just so that you had them.
No, you didn't buy them. I think she just gave them to you.
No, it was a purchase.
So
Ugly eyes on it. That'd be pretty fun.
Where would you put them on it? On like the head where you smack them with, or like on the side?
You just put them all over the griffin. It's watching you in every direction. You don't know which one's real.
Oh my god, Madam Hoots with googly eyes. What have you done? What hath science wrought?
Speaking of what have we done, I wasn't aware that the brewery's name was that.
The Ass Clown Brewery.
I blame the Russians.
Yeah, sure.
Well, they did fuck up Discord.
The Cloak of Resistance is pretty fucking great. There's a very valid choice right there.
Standard adventurer attire.
It is. It very much is. So yeah.
It's dope is what it is. Hang on. I'm doing a thing. Yeah, can I just...
So there are 2 things I've written down here for today. One is you told me to remind you about the alchemist kindness being sold while I was away.
Oh yeah.
And the second was I would like to spend some time to create a new alchemical recipe with my crafting skill. I want to create some kind of magic hair dye, semi-magic hair dye.
All right. Yeah, I have my notes too. I just Don't know. Must have been all those dicks in my eyes again.
Dicks in your
Um,
eyes.
Yep.
It's the most efficient way to
complicated.
get dicks into you. It's like taking vodka shots through your eyes. I mean, it's going to get you real drunk, but it's going to hurt 'cause it's in your eyes. Same with dicks.
It's just a common affliction for strays, dicks and eyes.
Oh god, why are you playing?
And yeah. So how much was it to the crafting cost for those things again? And then on top of that, how much do they get sold for?
The cloak resistance +1 is only 1,000 gold.
Not you.
No, the over the alcoholic's kindness.
Yeah, it should be called that. Yes.
I mean, that's pretty much why Sophie buys it.
Isn't it pretty much magical Alka-Seltzer?
Basically, yes.
Except it actually works.
I was gonna say-
It completely removes the hangover.
The last time I ever had something Alka-Seltzery with a hangover, it just ensured that whatever I threw was extra foamy.
It's this dust, this like salt, this stuff that looks like salt, and you pour it into water, and it makes the water all bubbly and foamy, and you drink it,
And then you
and
just get
10
better.
10 minutes later, it makes your hangover go away.
I bet by this point Sophie's also tried doing things like snorting it as well. Can you fix their hangover faster if you just...
Just get it directly into my skull.
It's closer to my brain through my nose than my mouth.
Can you turn it into a liquid, into a concentrated liquid, and just inject it directly into my veins? I need it right now.
Just speedball it.
Oh, that's a good question, Corlia. Marlon's probably meditating with his chickens at the moment. Do you think he could find time?
What?
Like literally, he's sitting in the full lotus position. And the chickens are just floating around him.
Do what? If chickens get too close to him, they achieve lift. Gaze into the iris.
He's meditating on the 11-fold urban spice path.
Joe told me to drink it, so I did. It's amazing. Alright. Fuck. What was it doing? Alright, yeah. Before we move, do all that thing with... No, after we're done with Bodhi, Kina.
Okay.
We'll do all your thing.
Okay.
So, because Bodhi's here, and because I felt like doing it, where are you? You're right there. Yeah. Move over there. Are you on that page now?
Yep.
Let me see. Why is that? Oh, right.
They're very shiny.
Yep.
Yep, and I'm not all armored up. I'm just in my new fancy dress.
All right. You scarcely have the door open before tap 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 tap. Poof.
She was waiting for you.
Yep, I will sigh and apply scritches.
Yeah, let's just move everyone over there. Everyone can watch this happen.
Yeah.
Yay.
Ooh.
Friend, hi.
Hello, Alana. We are,
What are you doing in the wizard's tower?
Well, I was looking for my favorite wizard person to help with some stuff. That would be you.
Her tail's just like a blur, and you notice that she just hasn't let go yet.
That's fine. I won't.
Is she hovering in the air?
Yeah.
Like,
That would just
Well,
apply scritches regardless.
Bodhi might have had to make a strength check to not be pushed back from just the sheer force of the tail, but Bodhi's also a gargoyle.
Yeah, I also weigh like 2,000 pounds, so I'm not too worried. And if I just for some reason decided to just go into nap time mode, then it would be literally like headbutting a statue. So I don't do that. That would be mean. All right. So I'll
Dang
scratch
you and
it.
Szechuan dipping sauce.
Yeah,
It's all
absolutely.
about that Szechuan dipping sauce, Morty.
It is 4 more seasons. No, 9 more seasons. 18, 23 more. All of them.
97 years, Morty.
That was that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're all back in town now, and just well, we finally got paid, so we're doing a little bit of shopping. And you see, I have this here, and I will reach into the bag of holding and then, because it's always funny to do that, pull it out like lengthways from the handle, just the full width of the lucerne. And I was wondering if you would help enchant it for me.
Oh, hey, you have a bag of holding. I don't remember you having that.
Yeah, we got it off a guy. Very
I
convenient.
understand.
It is
I
so
don't
handy.
understand.
I carry so much stuff.
All right. So, what do you want done to it? Ooh, I can make it on fire. She just makes like little flamey motions with her fingers. Whoosh.
Honestly, not a bad idea. They have to be super heck on fire.
Yeah. I mean, big paladin lady in armor, flaming hammer. It's just very heroic.
It's true. It's thematically appropriate, and I do appreciate that.
Yeah, I am very glad that I got these bookshelves enchanted with a rune that repels fire. Eh,
Hmm.
like, uh, like positions herself like just a little bit to the side to like very poorly concealing blast marks.
Understandable, yes. I'm glad that I'm somewhat fire retardant. Not very. Please don't test that theory. I don't burn, but it sure does hurt.
I would never.
Okay. But yes, I have about, let's see here, 3,000 gold, and that's my entire budget for making Mr. Smashy here as heretic smashing as possible.
Heretics?
Well, I'm just trying to use a blanket term for mean, nasty people who don't believe what I believe.
Oh, maybe that's the vernacular now. I don't leave the tower that often.
It probably isn't. I mean, my vernacular is, like, millennial old, so I would probably... I wouldn't take lessons from me.
Okay. Anyways, was there anything you wanted it to do other than be on fire?
Well,
Another whooshy wiggle hands.
yeah. Well, I would like it to hurt evil outsiders a whole lot more. Because that seems to be a lot of what I seem to be fighting these days. Especially since, we appear to be on the growing verge of great evils from depths and times unknown rising to destroy us. Something, something, something.
Nah. There's not really anything of, maybe. Wait, would that be a thing? Nah, everything's fine. So you wanted a bane on your weapon, yeah?
Correct.
Alright, what's this bane what?
Evil outsider bane. If you pick outsider, you pick one subtype, so that would be evil. They excel against certain foes. It becomes a +1 weapon, but against a designated foe, it's technically a +2 weapon. Sorry, it's +2 better than its actual bonus, so I guess +3. It also deals an extra 2d6 points of damage against such foes.
Alright, and what does this cost to...
It costs a +1 bonus, so that's 2,000 gold.
Alright, 2,000 gold, price +1 bonus. Oh, it's right there. I am a dumb. Alright. So, yeah, I can do that. Might take a couple days though, especially the on fire bit. I'll just throw that one in
Oh, sweet.
because we're super best friends. Yeah, but it's still gonna take a little while to do.
That's fine. We're not leaving town for a
Okay.
little while yet.
Tap, 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 tap. Poke, poke, poke. Lick. Comes back. Oh, yep, sorry about that. Ongoing experiment. Won't explode, just, yeah, it's our solar system, at least what we know of it.
Interesting. And the licking it part?
Huh?
Never mind. I'll just sort of stare at it a little bit. Where are we in that?
Right there. You see that ball? That's us.
Oh, interesting.
That's here. That's home.
Yeah, peered it.
Yeah, Ooh, also, if you look over there, you see all those spider webs?
Yes.
That was spun by a magic spider. Those are stronger than steel.
That's pretty convenient. So is my dress, actually. I'll give it a little wipe down. It's still not very good for
Ooh.
fighty, but it doesn't break when I fly, which is very useful.
+1 ammo for enchanting weapons. I think you need to do that, but yeah, this is part of the like special best friend things. So
Sweet, I get special best friend bonuses.
I mean, super special best friends.
Oh yeah, there's an extra S in there somewhere.
I maintain that is a perfect music for her.
I would open
I'm
it,
not gonna
but
listen to it.
I don't have the power to do that right now while streaming. I literally do have that power, but I'm not going to.
And I'm jamming, so sitting around for a few minutes listening to a song would get distracting. All right, let's actually look how enchanting a weapon is done really quick, just because I actually forget how. Hey, Kanathis.
Yes.
Enchanting weapons. What
Yes.
does that entail?
Crafting magic weapons requires 1 day for each 1,000 gold price value of the base.
Yeah.
So it would take 2 days.
1 day. Enhanced weapon. Must be enhanced to, or shield must be enhanced to be a masterwork item that you provide. Its cost is not included in the above cost. Blah blah
It's
blah.
already masterwork.
Yep, already masterwork, so you're good. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, a weapon with a special ability must also have at least a +1 enhancement bonus.
I don't think it
Yeah,
means that you have to put it on there,
+1.
but it's an ability will always have the.
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
You need to have
Oh.
a
Very
+1
much
first,
that
and then you can get special abilities after.
I
But
see.
you always have to have that +1.
I see.
I think you can take it in sort of instead of a +1, but
Nah, apparently
no,
not.
it has to be +1 then the. Okay.
Yeah. Very glad for
Oh, well.
Alana's benefits then. Hooray.
In that case, it probably won't be able to get fire on it, but she says she'll maybe be able to do that next time, but she doesn't have the materials on hand.
That's fine, yeah. That's great, thank you.
But like the first thing she can, she's explaining to you how enchanting works, and it's like the first thing, yeah, I got it, it's fine. I've got extra bits and bobs laying around that haven't exploded.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Nope, that thought is gone. Anyways, would you like to stay for tea?
I have dinner with the dragon soon, I think.
Ooh, which one?
The one in the fortress. The
Ooh,
flying
very
one.
nice.
Yep.
I talked to him for a little bit, and I think I might have annoyed him because he teleported me back to the tower.
Maybe just had a headache.
Might have been something to do with the poking stick.
Yeah, no, that's... If that happens again, I would recommend no poking stick.
Aww.
I shrug helplessly.
Alright. Well, you'd best not keep a dragon waiting.
This is very true.
Yep. So, just leave your hammer here, and I'll get back to you in a couple days.
Yep, I give it a fond pat and we'll prop it up.
You see, like, Alana just, like, try to lift it and just kind of like, and, like, start dragging it over to the enchanting table.
And just watching it scrape across the floor like,
Alright. So...
Don't need brains, but don't need brawn when you got mental gains.
Nice.
Alright. So, we'll get back to Scout doing things in a bit.
Cool.
Kanathis! Kanathis?
I'm here.
Do you remember how much I told you that you got for each bit of alchemist kindness?
I believe there's 3 silver.
Silver? Let's do mathematics. I think you guys were gone for what? 4 days? 5 days?
Yeah.
So.
I went for like a week or something. I don't remember. It was a long. It was a while.
Let me check my rations. Oh, I already bought them up to full. Sorry.
Alright. So you're going to get. Alright, boop, 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 boop. Oh, wow. Okay, you get 560 silver.
Cool.
Yep. And Colette will make a joke that over to Sophie, who's hanging out with like a hellhound. It's like, a good quarter of that is just Sophie.
Wow.
Sophie flips her off.
Well, I'm glad you are enjoying it.
All right. And what else did you want to get, Kanathis? I remember reading earlier that you were going to pick up Wand of Healing.
Yes, I'm gonna. It's, yeah. Well,
Uh,
a wand of natural healing.
Were you going to squiggle over to your artificer and have him build it for you for like the equipment cost?
I
Or
don't
were you
know if
gonna
he
go?
can make psionic items.
I don't know either. It's been a while since I read Third's
Well,
artificer thing.
I actually have a thing right here.
Is it considered a wondrous item?
The psionic items, in order to create a dorje, which is essentially a wand, you need the craft wand feat. So if you can craft wands, you can craft a dorje.
I have to craft wondrous items and craft magical arms and armor.
Then you could craft psionic weapons and armor and universal items, but you can't do the other ones. Okay, so you can't make the wands. Okay, so you just don't have the ability to do so then.
I just now realized that apartments has 2 P's in it up here.
Ah.
Well,
How about that?
Alright, I fixed it. Wonder how long that was there. Probably since session 1. Alright.
And I would also like to begin experiment on a alchemical hair dye.
Sure.
So people can make some, so I can sell that, and people can dye their hair. Crazy
yeah.
colors.
There are stuff like hair dyes in the world as it is, but I'm assuming you are gonna try to create something that actually goes down to the root and permanently changes the color.
Yeah, it changes the roots, your roots color.
Now, there are items that will do that, as was shown by Bob, but the effects were completely random.
Yeah.
So you're trying to make like a focused one where you can say, if I want black hair, then or red hair, you buy this one, you drink it, and then boom.
Something like that. Well, like you rub it
Gotcha.
into your hair, and
Or
it's
that.
there. You wash, you shampoo your hair with it.
Sure. To do research on this, you would probably want to buy a sample of the random hair color
Sure.
magic leaves. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll buy one.
Yeah, you just mark off like 25 silver or something like that for enough of a sample for you to be able to go through. Like it's especially during the Red Fang Festival, it's like a party trick or something that friends will slip into each other's drinks just to be dicks. Well, I say friends, but So yeah. What kind of check would you like to make? Let's see what you have. Do you even have this one filled, the character sheet filled out, or are you using like Google Docs?
I have a character sheet.
All right, because I know with the skill crunch, like craft
I've
alchemy
craft
was taken
alchemy.
away, yeah. Okay.
Like I actually just made a craft alchemy because I know that crafting skills got left out of the crunch for some reason.
Yeah, and I remember saying that I was gonna
So I
add them
just-
back in. So
Yeah, I put in craft alchemy and I've just been putting points into it.
coolio. Then yeah, you know, you won't be able to you know, fix the entire thing unless you want to take a couple of weeks of intense study. But if you want to study over the next couple of days to get the ball rolling on that, yeah, go ahead and make a couple checks.
That's 2. Do you want more or?
Nope. It just didn't beep boop for me for some reason.
Okay.
Like I just now got it. Boop boop boop. 15 and 18. Yeah, you managed to get. That's a nice bonus you got there. +7. Jesus. All right. Yeah, you managed to get pretty far. The DC was 15, and then for the second one, you managed to actually get the. You managed to at least separate the the magic agent from the leaves that you've been using, and these strange leaves that grow only on this certain plant on one side of of the spine because of magic energy from the spine of the world. I mean the fucking the spear of the ancients. There we go. And you managed to separate like the specific magical properties that you know the activate whenever you're whenever you take this and grind it up.
Right.
So yeah, with further study, you might actually be able to with different additives and stuff like that, and different reagents, you might actually be able to make it so 100% of the time it changes hair color. But to do that, you'd probably also need a guinea pig or use yourself.
I need to test this on somebody.
Well, Marlon always wanted bubblegum pink hair, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember him saying something about that.
Hey, I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah, knock yourself out. All right. So, that's what she was doing, and Bodhi's doing that. Bob.
Yes.
Bob, what you up to?
Well, the first day is probably going to be making Maya's headband.
Mine takes 2 days.
Oh yeah, you paid. Okay, yeah, good. So that's 2 days down.
But what do you want to do after this? Because we can basically take as much downtime as you guys want. Within reason.
Originally, most of my downtime was going to be put into making armor, but seeing as how I can't afford it, you know what? I'll probably start working on the recipe. See if there's any more spices around. Yes.
All right, so you're gonna wander like the docks district, looking at like incoming foods and stuff like that, and different spices from around the world. Let's see how good. Let's see what your chances are. Let me get just. You know what? I'll leave it up to you. Do you want me to roll or you to roll on a D8 chance die?
You roll.
Higher is better, right?
Higher is better. Yep.
Hmm.
Well, unfortunately, it seems like the shipment that's been coming in for, you wander around the docks district for a while. You go to that one, that one restaurant that's basically just a tower from part of the sunken city that merfolk can. You have like sea dog's brine, stuff like that. But yeah, it just seems like this is all stuff you've seen before and you put into your chicken already.
Well, I this doesn't matter, but I just got to know what I would have rolled. Okay, still not particularly good. So,
Been
well,
heartbreaking if you rolled an 8.
Oh, yeah, it would have been. But I didn't, so I'm not angry. I'm not going to blow my face off with a shotgun that I don't have.
You keep telling yourself that, Bob. You can't lie to me. I actually don't know if Blood Rager archers work.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't cast spells and shoot a bow and arrow at the same time.
Well, that's the thing. Like a Blood
Arcane
Rager,
Archer.
the Blood Rager just does like their effect is just their rage is essentially magical or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
But it's
they
like,
cast
yep, they're
spells.
certainly proficient with all the martial stuff.
Yeah, because Blood Rager is Sorcerer Barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which-
They can cast 2 spells at the same time.
Yeah. Which Colette is actually level capped as.
Yep.
Tiny, tiny Blood Rager with more hit points than all of you combined, probably.
Likely. They are one of the D10s. I'd probably just pick a Slayer, I guess. Good old Slayers. Slayer!
Slayer is an amazing class.
And they do have a sniper variant, so there you have it.
I'm just going to be extremely boring gunslinger and gunslinger fighter combo.
Oh, you're completely re-leveling. What are you doing?
Oh no, I'm not. Not here. Not now.
I was about to say.
No, I thought about it, but no, I do sort of like this class. It's pretty fun, especially the Ironclad. It's interesting.
I am Iron Man.
Oh,
This
that
is
adamantium.
copyrighted. We should stop.
Oh, when I get adamantium, ooh, I'm so close. The adamantium armor. That's 6. Yeah, I'll probably have like 60 R.
Well,
Yep.
I actually bothered looking at chat. I don't really pay attention when I GM, but that might be something that you can do after the campaign ends, Bob.
Oh, the
It really depends on how the campaign goes.
okay,
I already have an idea of what will happen to Bodhi if she survives.
Yeah. She become the best, obviously.
Yep.
I mean, this
She
is all
might,
totally hypothetical. Bodhi's never died. She's the sweetest.
She, there, spoilers. There may be a chance of her joining the Wild Hunt.
Yeah. If she becomes too important, then maybe I'll retire her out, but otherwise...
Well, at the
She's
end
here
of
to
the
stay.
campaign, when we go into Age of Starsea,
Yeah.
because that's 500 years after this.
There.
where humans nuke themselves into oblivion.
we're a long way off from the epilogue yet, so.
Oh yeah. So, anyways, Sniper Slayers. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's so silly. You could be the stealthiest ogre and shoot people with a fucking bow with a silly strength score on it.
Ugh.
Literally from the darkness, you just suddenly hear "Clunk!" and then someone is launched, probably off a ledge by a big arrow.
Just become Tom Clancy's novels.
No, but just
You know,
become
Just
fat-fingered, shittily written.
Yeah. Jingoist tendencies included.
Yeah,
Fucking Tom Clancy. I read one of his books. It's
terrible.
It's so chest thumping, man. It's just
No, I have a
anyways.
lot of hatred for how shit of a writer he is. Always make sure you gotta crack your fingers before you start writing, otherwise you get shit fingers, and then you just end up writing like Tom Clancy. Always take care of your hands. But avoid shit fingers.
Alright. So What are you working on, Bob?
Hmm.
Basically, I'm trying to get like a feel as to how long you guys are going to take downtime, and then we're going to time warp back to like the present day with Bodhi and Giant Dragon Man.
Honestly, I have no idea what I want to do for my downtime.
Nothing you want to buy?
No, nothing particularly stands out.
If you want, look at Savin's downtime thing, and see if there's anything on there you want to do. Um, did I already hit on Corlia?
I can't think of any downtime I really want to do.
Okay. Voland.
It-
Oh, sorry, Bob.
pinned
Did you
somewhere?
think of something?
No, I'm asking if it's pinned somewhere.
You know what? I'm just going to link it in Strayfinder and pin it.
Okay, because that's
Good
where
idea.
immediately I went to. Because if it was in her chat, it's
Which herd?
Fin chat.
Okay. Alright, here you go, Bob. Keep in mind that some things are different because Savin made this for 5th edition.
Are you converting 5e? Oh, yeah, that's the downtime thing, right?
Depending on how good Starfinder is, might be switching over, using that for Age of Starseed. But anyways, Copper Rock Bodhi cookies.
Yay, Bodhi snacks.
Alright. I think we touched on everyone but Voland so far then.
You haven't done me at all.
I thought we did. Oh, Maya. Yeah.
I just got to talk about a magic item. I didn't get to actually do anything.
Oh, right. Sorry about that. Yeah. Go ahead, Maya.
So as to avoid having to borrow Vampiress's panties in the future, Maya is going to be spending some time in the merchant district buying new clothes and some fancy jewelry. And various, possibly one or two specific items I might be looking for.
Alrighty. What would those be? Hello?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, sorry. Just got really, really quiet. Thought I died again. It's a brand new car. So I'm. Alrighty. The first one you can find. The second one, you might have to special order, and it'll basically be the same cost as the first.
Okay. How long would the second take then?
Just for like something that small, it is half a day.
Alright.
Since they're not magical or anything like that, they don't require much components other than a skilled engraver. Yeah, sure.
Okay. And that's that.
Excellent. Boland. What would you like to be doing over your couple days of downtime? You know, you guys can touch bases with each other, tell each other, yeah, I'm working on stuff, we're spending this money. You know, I just kind of assume that over these days, Bodhi literally lives at the Feisty Ferry, but that's like your guys' home away from home. So when you guys get together at night for beers, you can tell each other that you're going to be busy. So what are you going to be doing?
I'm gonna be buying some raw goods and trying to figure out methods that I can expand my business.
Excellent. Entrepreneuring? Is that what you guys were talking about in chat?
No,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
that's something I would like to do, I guess, for my downtime.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
And I was thinking of trying to figure out ways to expand my business, whether that be putting out more flyers or expanding into clothing or possibly merchandising.
All right. You are a rather skilled smith in the city. You're not like the equivalent of a who's crackling. Stop it.
Sorry, I was eating granola bar.
I got you. Yeah, it was just really, really close to the mic, so it's pretty loud. Anyways, yeah, you know that you may not be the best smith in the city because you're not like really high level, but you're you know you're in the cream of the crop area, and what you can do is um what you're able to suss out is that while there are like a lot of clothing, remember when you were talking to Bodhi and she was saying that it's a pity there's not like armored clothing, stuff like that?
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm not gonna have you roll for this because you guys had this conversation before. The idea to make fashionable clothing that is also armored, not a bad one. Not a bad one. Would you like to get cracking on that? All right. So you're going to need to make me like smithing checks because basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to make old-timey bulletproof vests, but the kind but like, have you seen the bulletproof vests are actually just straight up suits?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're trying to make that, but like fancy dresses and stuff like that.
so I'm guessing that would be a craft check?
Yeah, that would be one of your craft checks to try to, marry high fashion and clothes and armor. Well, at the very least, that is a massive bonus. Damn, how did you get an 18? Just poured points into it?
Poured points into it, and my magnum opus also gives me a pretty sizable bonus.
Yeah. Luckily, skill checks in nat ones, and I'm pretty sure that Kanathis has said this multiple times, doesn't mean you automatically break everything.
Yeah, it just means that I didn't get as much progress done as I would have.
Right, Kanathis?
What?
Skill check nat ones don't really matter.
You can't critically fail the skill check.
I will say that it was below the DC for you to be able to get this like hammered out before you get hammered out before you guys like leave for your next job, but you are able to get decently far. Yeah, enough that when you like.
It's in the conceptual stages.
Yeah, but when you put on the armor, it's a little bit tight around like the rotator cuff and stuff like that, and certain things you find that like when you test out your armor with your weapons, like certain links just explode when you hit them because you had to make them thinner in certain areas, stuff like that.
Yeah, I need a female model.
That's a nice dress.
It is a nice dress. Hey, fancy pants.
Literally. You happen to know, several attractive females in your party?
Of vastly different body types, considering Bodhi's like fucking stacked. She is not stacked even, statuesque. She is a fucking
statuesque, yep.
Yeah. She is a brick shithouse.
Yes, I call them in and saying I need models. I'm not telling them why. I'm just saying I need models.
So like Bodhi, like every single one of them, Corlia, Bodhi, Lirla, and Maya.
Mm-hmm.
I need. So you all
To make a
receive
calendar.
a message. Yeah, you all receive a message from your local entrepreneur. I need female models. That's about it. That's literally all he says, right?
I need female models for a possible possible business expansion.
All right, sure.
Mm,
Assuming it's
okay.
not on Dragon Day, I would go down to help out. Yeah.
I kind of, if one of you tell, do any of you tell Marlon about it?
Oh, what?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Marlon, you hear about this. Do you want to go and
Put on a
put on your
dress.
best banana hammock?
Yes.
Oh God.
You know what?
He's already like oiled when he gets there.
Yeah.
Activate oily bod subroutine on his armor.
Yep. You just hear
steps out
squelching.
He just steps out glistening. All right, so you know, maybe a few hours after you send that out, Voland, your party appears at your door, including Marlem, who just looks glistening. Look at that man. Look at that. Look at that glorious facial hair.
Well, ladies, would you be interested in a little southern comfort?
All right.
Oh.
So Marlon's just Volan's literally just wearing his vest. He has a couple nails. He has a couple nails in his mouth and around his ears, and has some measurement tape. Come on. I was thinking about something that me and I believe Maya were talking about not too long ago. Armored clothing. That actually looks good. Now I have a few conceptual designs, but since I'm, me, I'm not exactly my target audience. I was just wondering if you could help me out with some of the dimensions.
Are you sure I'm your target audience? You know, with like the wings and the being huge, and then I'll flex.
I am short and have many tentacles.
I am literally half horse.
Maya's got a normal figure.
And this is in order. You have a large muscled figure that's good for one body type. You have a slim petite figure which is good for another body type. You are quite busty. You
Are Maya.
are good all around.
I'm not petite.
She's taller than you.
Well, I'm short, but I'm not petite. That means something else.
Yeah, she's got a lot of cushion for the pushing.
I do.
I meant like in the upper chest area. I'm working on the pants later.
She's got a lot of squidge.
That squid booty, yo.
Yeah. It's a squid with squidge.
As you recall, Rem, Scout linked what Bodhi looks like underneath all that armor with that Hushabye thing earlier.
Yep.
Just scroll up in Strayfinder chat.
Somewhere in there, she is just one of their jacked Oni girls, essentially.
Which is what I imagine Hedra to look like, but with black hair.
Yes, that's what I mean by one body type.
Yep.
Have,
Fucking Stizact.
and as for you, Marlon.
Yeah.
Marlon glistens at you.
Glistens glisteningly.
Pillar Benefit starts playing.
I think I can work with something for you.
I don't wanna close my eyes.
So he gets the measuring tape and alright. This is my prototype model. Pulls out what I was working with earlier. I would like you to try this on and just so I can figure out where I need to make some alterations.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
It's a little bit of cloth, a little bit of mail, and a few bits and bobs of plate in there. So if it's uncomfortable in certain places, if it needs to be a little bit tighter in a few places, just let me know, okay?
It's definitely Marlon right now.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm ready for my close-up.
Who is that? Is that a young Hoff?
Yes, I think that is.
That might be.
That's someone apparently named John Eric Hexam. Listen,
I mean, he has a very Marlem-y sounding name, actually, doesn't he?
He hacks them up.
Yeah.
Not really hard to find this. All you do is go to Google, go to images, just look up oiled beefcake. You're done.
You said if you select oiled beefcake and you let it rest for a few hours, and then hey, what do you know? You got a hunky chunk of monkey.
So the fact that I have models now, do I get to reroll, or is that just something?
What I'm gonna do instead of a reroll, because that was like over the course of a couple days, I'm gonna have given you like a bonus to like +5, so that's now 23.
Okay.
Yeah, which means you get further along than you were, but it will require quite a bit more of hammering out, just like Lirali's thing.
And I'm starting to work, and I'm starting to also figure out a couple little side things. Take you to pretend that you're my target audience. What would you think of merchandising?
What kind of merchandising?
You know, like after I get this figured out, hats, cups, mugs, little.
Wait, you mean like logo stuff?
On my loincloth, but in a slightly less vulgar fashion.
Right. I can't say that is a thing that appeals to me directly. I have no idea. Sorry, I'm definitely not a marketing expert. I'm a civil engineer / paladin.
People are gonna need to get that stuff anyway, so I mean,
Exactly.
so long as like you're not doing any big markup just because it has your brand on, at least not to start with. You'll like build brand awareness, and people know. They'll go take a drink, and then they'll think, yeah, I should go buy a sword so I can do swordy things. And they'll look at their cup and they'll see your logo and they'll come here.
Exactly. That's also what I was thinking about, asking if I could learn a couple of those little runes, because words, and just put some ancient runes in it that just say, I don't know what it says, but it will look nice.
Oh my god, the Chinese tattoo of armor. I'll put the turtle symbol from Dragon Ball Z on it.
Weeb.
Exactly. Merchandising.
Never saw that show until I was older, and by the time I watched it, just so boring.
I like it.
We got one like. Anyone else?
Everything you like is shit.
Oh, your wife was trash.
What is it again?
It's true. Every waifu I've ever heard Stray talk about have all been trash.
Oof.
I don't remember talking about waifus.
I'm joking. I'm just joking.
I mean, I think Sam Saren's cool, I guess.
What is the thing?
Right now, Volan's asking if, what the idea was for, what if the idea was good. Bodhi said, I'm not really into
You mean
that.
the merchandising?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Your
Okay,
store?
Just tell me what Bloodbath and Beyond is in your ancient runes. I don't need to know the rest of the language, I just want that phrase.
Oh.
What kind of ancient runes are you talking about?
Do you literally want me to just write Bloodbath and Beyond in the the eldest speech known to people? Just
Yes.
That's what he wants. I think that's what he wants.
fine. Get me a rock and a chisel.
All right.
I get that very.
If you want it written, then you want it written properly. If you have any liquid writing metal, that would be even better, but I'm going to assume you don't.
Writing metal? No, but I think
You
I
got
got
expressions,
some.
huh?
No, but I think I got some. I think I got a couple styluses, and I think I got some mithril I can smelt down for you.
You know what? You can probably do the smelting stuff later. I'll just write it for you, and I'll just, if there is anything like rock or a slab that I can do so, I'll just use my fingertip and scratch the words in.
Perfect.
Instead, it turns out that it's like whenever someone gets Chinese symbols on their arm, but it turns out what it says is just like Super Gaylord or something. They're like, it means hope. Like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, I can tell people it means whatever they want it to mean, but it's really just says Bloodbath and Beyond.
Yeah, I'll scratch it in.
Perfect.
Also with the ancient equivalent of an emoji included.
So you scratch down Bloodbath and Beyond in Old Tongue, and then just finish it with a winky smiley face.
Pretty much, yeah.
Perfect.
All right, sounds good.
Oh, and I believe now I'm actually looking into my notes, which people did actually give me a couple of custom orders. I'd like to start. I do have some cold iron stray, and if I still have some time, I'd like to start making a cold iron short sword, but a dog short sword.
Yeah, the fucking dog sword for Alana. Oh, God. The sword that is literally just a dog that can be swung around.
All right. So the process of forging cold iron is difficult because you can't smelt it down.
Does
You
the
need to-
sword, does the dog
Hmm?
sword bite people when you swing it at them? Is that what it does? I don't even, what?
I feel like they had that conversation and none of them came to an actual answer, so we all just sort of hand-waved, went, dog sword, right. Like, none of us could figure out the actual mechanics of it, so we were like, dog
It's a
sword.
dog
Yeah, we mean a
sword.
dog sword, obviously.
I understood it as a sword in the shape
Yeah.
of a dog.
Okay.
Oh no, I think it was just like a dog sitting on its haunches and like
Yeah, I think that was on the
a
pommel.
short sword in the.
Sort of shortening.
All right. So the process of making cold iron is you basically take ore and you beat it into shape, and without like heating it up or anything like that. And this method, because it is basically the pure blood of the earth and of the material realm, means that it is. It means that it is anathema to things that aren't of this world, like fairies.
Exactly.
So yeah, you can start working on that. It is hard work though, so it's going to take you a couple days.
Of course, I'm perfectly fine with that. And since I don't want to fuck it up, I am going to take 10s on that, which actually I think part of my are you?
Can't you do take 20s as though they were 10s if you've got the crafter thing? Feet?
No, I do not have unchained crafting. I need a feat for that.
Okay. Unchinned.
Alrighty. Were there any other projects you were going to be working on other than Alana's go away fairy dog sword?
It's a bork sword.
Prototyping-
Not to be
Prototyping
confused.
armored clothing.
Yep, you already did that. So you're going to be busy for about a week. All right. Was there anyone I didn't touch on yet before we move on to Gargoyle and Dragon talk to each other for a while?
Oh, yeah, this is what I wanted to say. Whenever I take 10 with Crafts Armor, which is what I am doing with that weapon, it treats the die as, instead of a 10, it treats as a 15. So essentially I take 15s.
All right, cool. Yeah, you managed. What? Well, Kanathus was giggling, and I don't know why, but okay.
It's not the first time Marlam's taken 15 or something. Inches.
Also,
I mean, true.
also for everyone's time, I give them a couple gold pieces, but I give go buy yourself some chickens.
Do you like put it down as banana hammock? Just tuck. There we go. You get yourself a nice thing. Pat him on the cheek. You can't catch me, gay thoughts. Yes, we can.
Oh, yes, we can.
They caught him.
It's true. They've long since caught him.
I
I'm good
love
now.
that that actually came from Family Guy, and then people just started making stuff from it.
Yep.
Whoa, character sheet. What on earth is going on here?
Hey, I'll be back real quick, okay?
Sure.
Alrighty.
Nope.
So, is everyone done with the hey, Winter?
Yes.
You couldn't think of anything you want to do in downtime, but there are downtime actions you can take. So, did you want to do that thing that'll give you like, it's basically you walk out and then you get
I
like
was thinking
extra
about
dice
that.
to
Yeah.
roll. Yeah.
Let's do that.
All right. So, mark down somewhere like wherever you keep your notes that you have. I think D6s to spend.
Come with me if you want to lift.
Dost thou even hoist?
Is there any way I can do some research into like magical creatures?
Yeah. Were you ever a member of the Grand College?
I don't think so.
All right. You can go there and try to use their, try to ask if you can use their library. How are you gonna go about asking the wizards if you can use their stuff?
Bribe him with chicken.
Yeah, I can think of two very good ways you could, convince them, just off the top of my head.
Send him nudes.
Just get
You
an
just
oil
go,
painting
yeah.
of your oiled self.
Yeah, you just go straight from Marlum's to the fucking library and be like, can I come in and do some reading? So we're just like, has to wipe their mouth. So they're like, oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. Can I watch you read?
I wonder if I could just show off some of my inventions and say I need some research material.
Which inventions are you going to use?
Right now, I pretty much just have the chain sword, and well, I think the chain sword's the main really mystical type weapon.
So the other one's a flamethrower, and you want to go in a library. They might not be the happiest with that one.
No. They are wizards, though.
This is true. Alana has indeed shown off that she's she's made flame retardant bookshelves.
Other than that, I have some goggles. I have armor that you can keep in that I can keep in like a briefcase that I can just. It takes like half a second to put on and off. And I have a contraption that can find magic stuff.
Hey, Bob. For no reason whatsoever, roll me a d4. Well, unfortunately, this doesn't mean you're going to have any help on this. So, for basically convincing the wizards that, yes, yes, I'm a good person. Look at all this stuff I built. I just want to look at your books. You're going to have to make me, what's that thing called? What did it get in the crunch? Used to be persuasion.
Oh god, not persuasion. Influence?
Yeah.
Well, here's a flat 16.
All right. Yeah. You can be You can be allowed in. You aren't allowed to look through their full stock, of course, because you're not a member, and no one vouched for you. But you can look around in the main library.
Okay, good. That should give me pretty much everything I want to look for. Anything about monsters?
Oh yeah, there's plenty. Now that we're done with that, you could have gotten in without having to persuade anyone if you had asked for Rutledge or Alana to let you in. The
Oh,
D4 was for Alana. On a 3 or 4, Alana would have on a 4. Alana would have noticed you and then like dragged you in.
okay. I just didn't want to bother them.
Well,
I did think about that, but I don't like to just throw names out. I don't like to name drop.
could have had tea with Alana.
That's true.
Just watch out for having tea with Lirelai. I mean, you don't know that. So yeah, what are you ending up trying to do?
Research shapeshifters, basically.
All right.
Assuming that they're common enough that I would know about them.
Yep. And specifically, what are you trying to look for? What are you trying to accomplish here?
Behaviors, mannerisms. Like how they're propagated or how they're created or stuff like that.
All right. So, oh, sorry, hang on. All right. Sorry about that. Someone was talking to me. So what you're able to find out is kind of like basic bestiary stuff. These aren't like unknown creatures because but the thing is, there are a lot of creatures that can shapeshift. But you're talking about like the monsters, the shapeshifters. And so you're.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I was thinking more of the general monsters, more than
Okay.
the actual monster shapeshifters. I think. I'm not sure. I'm confused now.
No, well, I was saying that what you can look around is you're looking for the um, uh, like the shapeshifter, the creature, or like shapeshifters, because there are a lot of people that can shapeshift, like rangers and certain ranger archetypes and druids.
Okay. That's the thing. I guess so. I guess I'd have to search into them as well.
Yeah. So you're able to find that there are a lot of
Things that can
and
shapeshift.
yeah, there are a lot of magics that will allow you to shapeshift. And basically, shapeshifter is anyone who just changes shape. There isn't precisely a race of baddies that are shapeshifters, but people using magic to take on someone else's form.
Okay. It's interesting.
Yep. And the more you research, the more you know that this is primarily a druidistic discipline. But some will like transmute their flesh to look like other people rather than like shapeshifting in animals.
Okay. I think I might have to look actually deeper into it. So I'll come back another time.
Alrighty. Apparently, Voland and Bodhi are bonding over food.
Actually,
Hmm?
actually, I might actually need to. Do you think Alana would know more about this particular subject?
About shapeshifting magic?
Yeah.
She is a hierarchanist.
All right. I might also need to find a druid and a druid. They might also help to answer it.
Yep. All right. And Lirelai writes a letter to Jesse and sends that off. Alrighty then. So, is there anything that anyone wanted to do before we move on to Dragon Talk?
You've joined us for Dragon Talk.
I will take the silence as a resounding no.
Rock and roll.
All right, Bodhi. Do a little bit of time warp, and it's back to the time where you have an appointment to meet a dragon.
Yep. I will. I'll ride Madam Hoots up there this time instead of just flying on my own steam. But of course, I'll wait till I'm at like the boundary and then wait patiently for the Griffin Knight people to come and fetch me, so I don't get blasted out of the sky.
Yep. Hang on. When I was modifying pages, I accidentally clicked on Fortress Vigilance. All right. And like last time, I'm just gonna move everyone here. So, whoop. All right. So you fly up to Fortress Vigilance, and like before, some riders come out to meet you, but they, instead of attacking you, they nod and or confronting you, they nod in your direction, and will lead you to the fortress proper.
Sweet.
And
It's pinging something in my head for 40k, and I don't know what.
What?
Hmm.
Are you talking like The Rock?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. The Rock is the Dark Angels fortress monastery / giant asteroid they ride around on. Because it's basically the last bit of Caliban. Anyways, so Bodhi, you are led around. You pass by different barracks and defenses, and you approach a monolithic housing with giant archways to fit a massive creature, and you can see various murals carved into the wall of battles fought centuries ago. And standing in the center of a room, of the room, is a towering figure, covered in his extremities are covered in red scales. He has long arching horns coming from his head, and he appears to be leaning over a rather large, table that seems to be hewn from one of the great trees of the spine where the Tower of Ancients is the Spear of the Ancients is located. He regards you with large vermilion eyes.
I will bow my head politely, and presumably just speaking in Old Tongue instead of bothering the other ones. It's a pleasure to finally meet you in face to face.
Yeah. Hey, look, it was really hard to find a flying fortress tower thing that didn't look fucking stupid.
No, those are just crucifixes for giants. So you watch the fuck out.
No, those are griffin roosts.
Ah, that makes sense.
They perch on top and look down on you.
Do they speak with snooty French accents to each other?
Griffins can't talk.
Do they hoot in snooty French?
Do they? Yeah, they snahooty.
Hoot. No.
None.
Your hero and away.
A stone flesh, and he's talking in Old Tongue, by the way.
Yep.
It has been millennia since I have had the pleasure of speech with your kind.
Hopefully it won't be a millennia again. More of us are gradually waking, although why, we're not entirely sure.
Hmm. I was a mere hatchling when the age of the Titans reached its swan song, but I remember your kind fondly.
I'm glad to hear that you do. Because if this had then suddenly been like a, and seeing as you're one of the few here remaining, I will destroy you in their stead, and that would have been really unfortunate for everyone involved.
uh, do I look like an elf to you?
Thank fuck, God, there are people who are just like, oh no, elves can't be all that bad. That has been the most frustrating part of traveling with people. Goodness me.
I think one of the most amusing things was watching them try to break your kindred while they were asleep. It seems that even with their thievery of your parents' immortality, they could not break the ancient spellwork.
In most cases, yes. Some of us apparently have fallen and been destroyed in our slumber. I bear interesting news of some possibly troubled times, and also just in general wanted to touch base.
The ravages of time affect many. So, tell me what you wish of the Master of Fortress Vigilance. Surely this is not a mere social call, as you have just inferred.
There's something out there, and it's very, very old, and I mean that quite literally in the case of myself as well. Older than I, and older maybe than the Titans themselves. There's something out there, and it's very powerful and disconcerting.
Hmm. Tell me of this ancient thing.
Alright, and in order to time skip ahead, we'll just disclose essentially our adventures up till now and some inferences made.
Which specifically?
I'll start with the mysterious portal and then the orbs to dark places and also the ancient hole with the dryads in it, the markings on which have been decayed somewhat. And now, most recently, the living ore that appears to have been cursed by some form of malevolence. It all points to something very concerning, but there's not enough clues to go on. If there's something that he might know that would help.
Ah, the markings you describe. I know of these. Though that is the brand of Jai Lith.
Hmm. Am I familiar with that at all?
Nope.
I confess I don't know what that is.
There are beings as older, if not older than gods, and um, of which they have progeny. They were killed at the dawn of time, at least thought to be for the most part. Jai Lith is a remnant. She was imprisoned on on the frozen moon of a planet within the system
Hmm.
by none other than Volardrin.
Hmm.
Interestingly enough, after his titanic battle with her, it was mere years before he set about with the downfall of the Titans during the War in Heaven.
Yes. Do you feel that's a coincidence or just the consequence of one nemesis being removed?
Oops, hang on. Yay, I love the red swirly loading screen of death.
Oh no.
Who can say Xylith is a alien god of madness, knowledge, and it's her domains are strange, and we don't know. All that's known is that they are old, and that she embodies this knowledge, madness, and the inky black void itself.
Oh, what a charming figure.
She was, well, Not much is known about her, only that she was the first of the ones that were struck down. Well, the first of the one, yeah, first of the race, and when she was struck down, it was only a matter of time before the other ones were able to be hunted down to the last. Why do you think the Titans were created?
Hmm. I'd never questioned where they'd originally come from. I mean, we know plenty of our own origins, but not really that of our parents.
Even I couldn't tell you who created them when, but the Titans were very clearly made to battle these things, immune to their kind of corruption as they were.
Hmm. Very interesting. Hmm. What do you think it means then that these things, these events are starting to occur now? It also seems to be coinciding with the waking of our race.
Hmm. You are the scions of the ones who were made to battle the old ones. Perhaps Jailis stirs within her icy tomb, looking to engulf the world yet again, and so the world awakens the progeny of its protectors.
Interesting. I wonder if that means the rest of us could be more naturally awoken now. Because until this point, I mean, I went and did some visiting not long after I woke up, only to discover that everyone still slumbered where they stood, including Mum.
Ah, I had wondered if any of the Titans were able to survive.
You must understand that I cannot speak it out loud.
I, of course, understand. There are things that should be kept to oneself. This is intimately known by my race.
Of course. Speaking of your race, there is another of your kind. Admittedly, very, very young still yet.
Yes, I was made aware of that. Your group stumbled across one of our long lost daughters.
She seems happy where she is right now.
Red dragons are a very isolationist, individualistic race, perhaps. And we will not drag her back to the Dragon Isles, as the humans decide to call it. But, well, some protections will be needed to be erected around her. Our race was dying, you see,
Of
and
course.
we protect our own.
Not a problem. And I'll give him a name which player me sucks and has forgotten, but Brody knows. Just so that he's aware.
All right. Ah, Laruna. Hmm. That's not. Well, she's never met one of her kind. It's
I imagine it's an adoptive name, but she seems happy with it.
of course. I myself may fly out to converse with her and the ones who uh, protected her. Are her adoptive family still alive?
Um, I don't know how she came to be with the people that she currently is with. That's probably a bit more of a um, sympathetic story in the telling, but the people that she is currently with, a selection of individuals, a rather adorable vampire and a naga, and surprisingly enough, a goblin, make for quite an interesting quadret.
Huh. That is a very eclectic group of individuals.
Hmm.
I thank you. Uh, I will visit her myself within the next few days. But vigilance cannot remain here for long. we begin our first patrol along the southern border.
I see.
Yes, you may not be entirely incorrect about the throes of something greater. The wood is growing.
Hmm. Really?
Its parameters hadn't moved for 200 years until within the last few months.
Hmm. Might be something worth looking into ourselves.
Hmm.
At the very least, I think a visit to see if Mother might be woken is in order. Also, it would be remiss to part with my companions. Admittedly temporarily, but to them that might be quite a while in the telling.
Well, if you do, give her my regards, and if she decides to rejoin the world yet again, there are older dragons in this world, and my mother may wish to talk to her. I will not ask your mother's name, but they may have once been friends.
It's entirely possible.
My mother was ancient when your kind fell.
Hmm. Then I would be surprised if not. I mean, definitely one of the more... I don't know how best to put it. I suppose outgoing, where we're located at the very least. But here's hoping.
Well, I understand your reticence. In any event, if you ever require anything, please just, my door is open to you. I do enjoy talking with uh, ancient beings such as yourself.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit homesick now, it must be said.
Hmm. I quite enjoy the company of mortals, but it is quite taxing to see so many slip away within the blink of an eye.
Yeah, yeah. I've only been awake now for a mortal cycle, so I'm as of yet been spared that, but, well, you know how it is. Time will tell.
Hmm. Well, we red dragons at least have taken the humans as our own. There is no longer any difference between our races. And when we are inevitably gone, we shall live on through them. So
It seems
we
an
do
odd
what we
decision to make.
can. For every clutch that we lay, only one, if any, are hatched. It is a final curse of a dead god.
Hmm. Understandable. Well, who knows if this ancient void-based hell creature from the depths of an old cold moon starts stirring again and we, re-kill it for you or something. Maybe that'll end. You never know.
Well, if you could do what Volardrin didn't, then I would be most impressed. Then again, who even knows with the god of madness and knowledge? Maybe she is able to be killed, but influence that the mad god. We cannot say.
True. True. I just
Or
choose to be positive.
he could have simply always been a dick.
Yeah, probably.
Well, this has been a pleasure, but I do have much to do for preparations for us teleporting to South Talora.
Alright then, I shall leave you with your preparations. Please do likewise call on me should you need me for anything on the ground. The people I travel with these days are actually very competent, and I'm sure they would also be very glad to help.
Ah, very well. And as I said, if you ever have any questions, uh, 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 feel free to come visit me again.
It'd be my pleasure.
All right.
Let's get your
And
courtly bow and leave.
all right.
In my head, that conversation was just like, to them quite short, but to anyone who observed it, since they're speaking this old ass language, it's like, oh, the sun is setting now. We've finished having our short talk.
It's like, what are they, Ents?
Yeah.
It's like, so what have you decided? We have just said hello.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, like a bunch of hours have passed. I peek outside, it's dark, and be like, that was a nice short chat. You should hear old tongue poetry. It takes a fucking eternity.
Probably literally.
I haven't finished reciting it, actually.
Alrighty. So, you return and...
So wait, are you telling me that the gargoyles were...
Why is Corlia right here?
Yeah, that the gargoyles were proficient in...
Question.
I am very confused. I didn't put that token there.
Me neither.
Hmm?
Corellia learned to fly.
Corlia was... What? How did you come
It
back?
was me. Sorry, that was me. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you could place your token on there if you got it on the bio.
Yeah, you can do that now.
I didn't know that. Cool.
I didn't know that until Kanathis said something about it in one of the games he was playing. I don't remember. I just remember it was Kina who talked about it.
What are we talking about?
Like this?
Being able to drag your token from your character sheet.
Okay, I was curious how. I now know. I swear there will not be a million Marlins just assaulting the city. So many
Oh
clones.
God.
Get off the map.
Oh.
Do you want? Do you just want to put your tokens as to on top of where you live, and I can just make them tiny?
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
That would
Just tiny
actually
little
be
U's.
kind of useful, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, sure. I'll make tiny little U's and put them over where you live. It's fine.
Ram.
Inflicting? What?
I think Stray would rather put down the token, right?
What's going on? Oh. Yeah, I didn't see that. Anyways, so a couple days are gonna pass. You guys are gonna be doing your thing, and we're finally going to end up on the day when you guys get all your downtime done.
Okay.
All right. You guys will go to the Feisty Ferry when you guys are done with the things you're doing. And Colette will kind of shrug apologetically at you, saying that for now, it seems like you guys have done a lot of the jobs. And the ones that are on the map right now are for like adventurers just learning the ropes, like going and killing dire rats that have been growing in the city because someone started dumping alchemical ingredients into the sewers.
Oh boy.
Huh. People actually do that?
Colette just shrugs at you. Fucking apparently.
Yeah, no, all the rats smell suspiciously herbal. I'm like, oh, fuck.
It's fucking...
We're at that adventurer level now where our own magical research is causing problems that low-grade adventurers can come and solve for us. Welcome to the middle class.
Urge to flamethrower intensifies.
Werfen Flammen.
So wait, are you telling me that that the problems that we're currently solving are really the byproduct of high-level adventures, and the problems they solve are the product of even higher level adventures.
You're basically mid-tier adventurers at this point, and like really high-level adventurers go on like there's a great beast over in the Trails Timberland that is like 30 feet tall. Please go kill it. That kind of stuff.
And they come back wearing
And
its
here-
skin and it's Monster Hunter. Woo!
Woohoo!
Here I thought in the tiered adventurer system that every level just progressively shat on the level below it.
It's basically a pyramid scheme.
Well, when it comes to adventuring, there is, it's not as like asinine as, oh yeah, we're going to grade you guys on your skill, but she will just point out the ones on the board right now really are for people beginning out and they don't make that much money. It's for people trying to like, oh hey, there's some like shitty CR1 bandits harassing this town. Go and stop it.
Yeah, we wouldn't jack scrub work. They need it to get to set out. Everyone started somewhere. Except for me, I started awesome.
It's not like you're the only ones in your level. There's at least one other adventuring party that lost one of its members when it went on that pirate one.
Oh.
Well, they apparently
Didn't
hit a
roll
powder
high.
keg.
Oh, that sounds like Hoff was rolling for D100 system. Oh, it looks like you got chain ones again. Which of your companions are you butchering this time?
Alright, so before we get done on the next hook, I need to use the restroom.
Okie pokey.
So, like, couple minute break.
Sure.
Okay.
I too will.
I am trying to find some powers I want to buy.
Powers to
And I-
buy?
Yeah, I can. I'm trying to find powers that I want to buy in the form of of power stones.
Oh, right. And then they're like Pokeballs for psionics, right? Like the
They're
Eingo.
kind of the like.
Mind beam, I choose you.
They're like multi-charge scrolls.
Right, okay.
By the way, there's a question for earlier lie.
Oh.
It looks like Voland is designing cutie clothes for Fuckboy as well. Need to make him tearaway and put ribbons on him.
Oh, there's fully plans for it to be pink and frilly and ribbony on the outside and just leather and chains on the inside.
What's the point of chains on the inside, though? Those would just chafe.
Good point. Well, pink lace and chain on the outside might not look half bad.
That actually sounds cute as fuck.
A little girly, a little tough. Yeah.
So what is this sketch?
It's pretty much just asking you, hey, I kind of eyeballed these measurements. Do you have any idea if these are close or not? Should I let it out any places? Should I bring it in anywhere?
I do it. It's not quite as accurate as you could have been. You could do a bit better, I think. There's some places that the measurements are not quite correct.
Because I can only do so much with a mannequin.
Would you like me to hold still for you?
Are your measurements like his? Oh dear god, I'm playing Fashion Souls now, I just realized.
Fashions.
Only just now.
I'll see if I can bring in let it out in a couple places, and we can see what happens from there.
Sure. Sounds good.
I am still working on those prototypes, just so you know.
My lord, computer, computer. I
Are
mean, I
you
can
right there,
see
Bob?
everything. Yeah, I'm fine. I should probably not be reading rule books and watching YouTube videos.
I return, holy shit.
Woohoo!
Welcome,
Yay!
Zaruk.
Danke. Alright then, so are we all back and ready to go and stuff?
Literally took the words out of my mouth.
Dope.
There is, I think there might be one thing.
Okay. There might be one thing.
Betsy here.
I'm here.
Okay.
Hey, Rem. Rem!
Yo, what's up?
Over the course of the next few days, you're gonna be like rummaging around your shop working on stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, do me a solid and make me a perception check.
Oh god.
Hmm.
Who's messing with my shit?
You find like very cleverly hidden away behind like you know how for blacksmithing a lot of times you need like a wooden haft for weapons and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and behind some of your samples of wood is a silver ring with like a blacksmith's hammer signet on it and a blue bow wrapped around it. Nice little bow.
Oh, hello, you. Where did you come from?
Someone has a fan.
That's adorable. Is there like a tag or anything to it, or?
All you see is the signet ring, the little blacksmith's hammer that's engraved into it, and it having been wrapped around in a very pretty blue bow.
Well, I guess I take off the bow and put on the ring and see how it fits.
The ring fits rather well.
And now you're cursed, your gender changes.
That'd be mildly unfortunate.
Funny, but no. It appears this is a mundane ring, at least as far as you can tell. You can squint at it with Arcana if you want, try to see if it's magic. If you try to take it off, it slips right off.
I don't have Arcana.
Well, you know, as far as you can tell, there's nothing magic about it. You know, you've heard about cursed items before, and usually you can't take them off. This one, you know, you slip it off quite easily.
Works.
All right. And so you guys have a nice night at the bar, and you're thinking to yourself, a job will probably pull up within the next couple of days. It's usually how it happens, especially for people of our level. While there are a lot of like lower, while there are a lot of uh, beginning adventurer stuff, there's a decent amount of mid range. It only gets kind of rare when you get to up to high level adventures because you just know for a fact that high level adventurers tend to get wrapped up in ever ever increasing shenanigans, so they don't have to go to a job board.
Yep.
Colette and crew, they started out as adventurers just like you, and then ended up on the northern continent making the first Minotaur kingdom. So when you all retire for the night, Bodhi, tell us how gargoyles sleep. What's a gargoyle dreaming like? Do you dream?
Gargoyles dream of electric sheep.
We dream of stone sheep, thank you. Depends whenever I feel like sleeping. Sometimes I don't. And usually I'll pick whatever's comfiest. I have a bed and I have sheets. And like the process of like getting comfortable is still totally normal. Because, you can still feel softness and stuff. It's just that then the moment I'm like, maximum comfort, now I drop off. I just then become a solid thing.
But how do gargoyles dream? Is it like Warforged, where they're aware of their environment and they just kind of sift through memories? Is it you just, going to sleep, but rather than like taking all the information from the day and rearranging it in your mind, like how normal people sleep? It's just you just go through memories.
Yeah, when people like lucid dream and they very quickly become aware that they're dreaming, so they can just do whatever the fuck they want. It probably starts out as like the jumble of memories as REM does its thing, and then snaps over to lucid pretty quickly. It's just like, you got your sleep, but you want to hang around in here and do dream stuff. I go on the dream equivalent of push to talk. So I guess semi aware. If I'm interacted with, I'd know, but otherwise, I'm not concerned.
Alrighty. Now, if normally, you don't, you usually choose to sleep, but this night you have an overwhelming urge to take a rest.
That naturally scares me.
And you can't make rolls to resist this because of something that's about to become very obvious. You close your eyes and you drift off to sleep, but rather than lucid or waking dreams, this is as sharp and as clear as you being awake.
Interesting.
You are standing basically up. You look down, and for a minute, you panic and start reflexively flapping your wings before realizing that you're hovering. You are completely stood above, it's not even a bird's eye view, just looking down over to Laura.
Well then, this is a new one.
Yep. And as you kind of look around and you're trying to figure out what's going on, a very familiar presence. You feel a very familiar presence around you, and then you feel a great heat. A great heat directly behind you, and it seems to resonate deep within you, as if the very source of your strength is singing in tune with your veins.
Oh, cool. All right then. I will focus on that feeling intensely.
All right. So when you focus on that feeling, you immediately feel like a bright light. You see a bright light shine from behind you, and you turn around and see a huge visage of a red-haired, a 20-foot tall red-haired angel with a great longsword strapped to her side.
Show me what you got.
You immediately recognize this visage. This is Ashea, your patron goddess.
Oh my. I will a blatant bow. Like, well, hello, milady. Didn't expect to see you in my head.
So, she says not a word, but instead will uh, raise her hand and start pointing. Her hand extends all the way over your bowed form.
All right. I will look in the direction of the finger to be pointing.
All right. She is pointing to an area right about here, and as you focus on it, it becomes clearer and clearer, and then it shifts just to the left, and you see a small village, and you see, it's fairly, happy looking. People are having a good time. You can tell that what this isn't just what you're able to see by observing, but your goddess herself showing you things. And then you blink and you see it all in flames with, um, the innocent children, pitchforked in trees. Everything's burning, death and destruction everywhere. You blink again, and it returns to normal. Your vision then, as you follow her finger, changes, and you see a small camp next to the edge of the wood. There appears to be a satyr who standing outside of a small tent, poring over notes and then looking very worriedly into the wood. You get the tremendous compulsion, the feeling that you must help this person in whatever they're doing to prevent something from happening.
Of course. Dragon did say that the wood was actually growing again. I guess this is related.
And then, with a sudden flash of light, you wake up and it is morning.
I'll give an extra special super prayer for her and say thanks for showing up again. It was nice seeing her. I have after I've done the proper prayer stuff. I'm like, also it's really nice of you to drop by. It's been a while since I've had brain company. But, it doesn't expect a return dialogue, but we'll at least make talk with it.
You feel like a flicker of power in your veins.
Ooh, that's the stuff. I just like, yeah. Bodhi like.
Yep. The goddess of vengeance has visited you in a dream and is telling you to prevent a great calamity from befalling a village located over here.
Alright, I will grab a couple of papers, pick up my map, and scribble onto it. And then I will also grab another little letter, write it to the dragon, and say, your theory about the woods is correct. There's something there and something's coming. Also, my goddess told me.
When you pull out a map and you look at it, this appears to be right over the village of Rosewatch.
Sweet. Yep, I will write in village of Rosewatch might very soon be doomed to be destroyed. Something is coming from the woods. Your theory about them growing is probably tied to it.
So, Stray, could Bodhi perhaps roll her knowledge and ability to know the name of the family that rules Rosewatch?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, sure, I will consult my brain. Nailed it!
23. You know that this village is under the rule of the Dasper family.
I pause and go, oh! Oh! See, if we had cell phones, I'd be like, guess who's going to your place? But instead, I guess I have to go collect friendos. I'm like, oh wait, shit, that might be about to explode.
Fallen's totally not wearing a dress right now for sizing purposes.
Glad to hear it.
Totally not.
Good to hear it.
Don't be silly.
All right. I will, if I have to, I'll pay like a little peasant boy to go play runner and collect everyone and bring them to the Feisty Fairy. Because I have a job for everyone from my own hand.
Let me
Oh, my.
just. So, does everyone respond?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
After I get dressed, yes.
After you get undressed and redressed in a not dress.
Yes.
Alright. Alright, glad you guys could make it. I have some relatively important but semi-unbelievable, you'll have to take my word for it because I just seem to attract this kind of crazy oldie time stuff.
Oh.
Had a quick, admittedly somewhat one-sided conversation with my god, and she pointed me to a little location on the map, and I'll pull out the map and place it down on the counter after making sure it's not going to get any booze stains on it. Maya, I believe you're going to be probably pretty familiar with this place here. This happens to be run by one Dasper family. It's going to be, if not already, in pretty terrible danger. There is something in these woods, and there is a satyr trying to accomplish something, and if he doesn't succeed, then there's going to be, like, super death and terror, like destruction and all that nasty stuff. Why my goddess would point me to it, I mean, short of it just being a goodly deed thing to do, I don't know exactly. But I had been informed by the dragon after seeing him previously that those woods are growing again, and they haven't done that for a few centuries, so that's also quite alarming. And here I would say, hey Maya, do you want to do a history check on what's the story behind those fucking woods? Because we don't know shit about them.
History.
Stray, do I actually need to roll history to know about the wood?
To know about the wood? No.
The wood, Bodhi, that's where the Red Queen, like, cast down the elven god. That's like
Son of a
like the
bitch!
last battle of the Great War.
Well, that would be why oh, fuck. So not only is this super evil death shenanigans, but it's also elf-related? Oh. I, like, seethe a little bit. Didn't know that part. Thank you for the information. Yeah, something bad is coming.
I thought I told you when we first saw the wood on the other side of that weird portal-y thing.
You might have done. It's been a long season. Whap whap whap. Fourth wall. I told you that like a week ago. Really? Feels more like 4 months. Finger pistols at the screen.
That's what we get for alternating D&D.
Yep. Yeah, no. Rewind. So yeah, there's bad is about to happen, and if this satyr doesn't succeed in whatever it is he's trying to do, then something bad is probably going to come out of those woods, and it's almost certainly going to be vengeful elf cunt related.
He's trying to physically learn how to fuck a tree.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what it takes for him to succeed in not making whatever's about to happen to that place happen, then you know what, he can make sex to all the tree he wants.
Yeah. So when are we leaving?
Pretty much immediately, if everyone's ready to go.
Yeah, sure. I'm ready. I've got, I guess, everything I need.
Let's say I don't have any current orders, so.
Sweet. Well, I'm willing to put in extra money so we can, like, charter a literal, like, fast carriage to get us down there instead.
Alright. So, let's move you guys over to the world map. You all are going to pack your shit and get going?
Yep.
Can I do one thing before we go?
You may.
can I go to the college and let them know, and let Alon know that her order's finished?
Alright, so you go up to the college and you tell them, oh yeah, the hierarchanist order is completed. Hang on. Alright, so you get there, and then you are very quickly tackled by a small doggo.
Doggo.
Poland! Other super
Hey.
special best friend.
Hey, what's up, Alana?
Hi, what are you doing here?
Well, remember a goodly while back you commissioned another piece from me?
Doggo sword!
Yes, the doggo sword.
Is it done?
And it's completed.
Yes.
Cold iron like you asked.
Excellent.
And the pommel is actually on the end of the cross guards are actually two sitting hounds, and the pommel does actually have an open hound's mouth, which if you press this little button right here upon the hilt, the mouth will actually snap shut. It can hold things or can bite people.
Amazing. I love it. How much?
Let's see here for the
A blowjob. Nailed it.
price of raw materials plus time worked on it. Say around 270 gold will be fine.
Okay. How about and she just thunks a small gem in your hands. When you look it over, it appears to be a type of emerald that's worth about 400 GP.
That very easily works.
Awesome! I'm gonna go stab a thing. Be right back.
I was about to tell her she can adjust the pressure of the clamp of the mouth, but that works.
She's already gone.
Oh boy.
Also, Scow, for no reason whatsoever, D8.
Sure.
The date of fate.
7.
Alright then. Let me just... God damn it. I always put a space after GM roll. It pisses me off.
Ah. Yeah.
Huh. So that was remarkably good.
Yeah.
It appears that when I roll for Scout, she does pretty well.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I do. Did you
Anyway,
expect anything else, really?
kind of. Alright, so, before you leave, before you have just before you have division, you're called back to the Grand College.
Yeah, okie dokie.
All of us are just her.
Just her.
Alright,
Okay.
I will flap over my speed list.
Alright, when you get there, and I can't believe that you managed to roll that on that many dice, but when you get there, you see Alana.
Hello, Alana. Is there something I can do for you?
Hi, bam! And she tries to pull out like a hammer and just kind of falls over.
Oh, I'll skip
Oof.
forward and catch her.
I finished your hammer.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Look, just like pick it up. Do it.
Alright, I will grab at the hammer and give it some heft.
Boosh. Boosh!
Haha, you made the fire.
I did, because I thought it'd be awesome. I didn't actually check under there, but I looked under my bed and I found the reagents I needed.
What? I was about to ask why you keep the reagents for fire-based enchantments under your bed, but I figure it's just because you always want fire nearby.
My bed is fireproof.
Good idea. Alright, cool. I'll give the hammer a little spin and I will step away to make sure I don't give her a clonk, and I'll give it a good swing around.
Congratulations, you now have a Bane fire hammer.
Alright, let's update that necro.
Bane of what, though?
Evil Outsiders.
Evil outsiders.
Oh.
And +1 as well?
Yep. The rolls first, Scow had to roll above a 7, and then for it, Scow had to roll a 20 on a d20, which she did in secret GM rules.
Dope! How much does it add when it's also on fire?
It does the same as a fire enchantment. I think it's a d6.
Sweet.
Not multiplied by criticals, though.
Yes, it just does a straight d6. But yeah, I have apparently just given you a bam motherfucking weapon.
Alright, let's give this macro a test. Yep, cool. So, that was an extra. I rolled the fucking 10 on the damage. So if I roll good, then I do decent damage. If I roll... I mean, the minimum damage I can deal now is 9.
Well, it just felt weird for in character when I said she would do it and just said she wouldn't. So I wanted to give you... First you had to roll a 7 or 8, and then you had to roll a 20. Which you did!
Yep.
So, good job, you asshole.
Woo!
Which just means I need to give the rest of the party some cool magical shit, which might happen. Anyways, so
They're good Bane sprint.
Alright, Voland, Alana is very excited about the adjustable mouth. She thinks this is super cool, and she'll show those fairies what's what. Stop stealing my stuff. And then they say, "Oh, it's your fault. Don't plant a fey tree in your bedroom, Alana. I'll do what I want."
Show me what you got.
I'm not going to hurt them. I'm just gonna wave it around and tell them to also stop braiding my hair in the middle of the night. Anyways, so whoop. So, you guys said that you were going to do your damnedest to get there as fast as you could, so you are going to try to charter a
full carriage and
a
some
charter,
fast
a full
horses.
carriage, yeah.
Give the horses some meth to make them go fast.
Yeah, also some horse meth, please.
Horse meth.
Wait, actually, I'm sure there's like a scroll that's like, horses don't get fucking knackered. I could buy some of that. I can't use it. One of you guys can probably use a scroll though, right?
Yeah.
If someone finds a spell, I'll pay the price for it. I'm happy to do it.
Alright. Now I have to figure out how fast a carriage can go in a day.
It's based on the speed of the horses.
Let's see here.
Yeah, 'cause
On roads
these
or
measurements
trails?
aren't exact, but basically normally it'd take you like 4 or 5 days to make it there. Because I'm not a cartographer. This area is supposed to be about the, like, if you cut the northern half of California off and just did it like that, pretty decently sized country.
Assuming you're going on roads and trails and you have horses, it's 40 miles per day out of a horse. But if we also bring extra horses to trade them out, then it's an extra 20 miles.
Trade them out? They're still going to run with you, though, aren't they?
Sure, but they don't get knackered carrying a carriage, so you basically, like, this way you only get another, like, half the distance on top of it. Also, by that point, it's night, so you don't want to keep going. But, so, if we buy, I guess, by rent a carriage and horses for the main travel and backup horses to swap out with, then we can get 60.
Alright. So 1 day, and then 1 day, and then half a day. Basically half a day. It'll be afternoon by the time you reach Maya's home.
All right. If we're willing to go with the carriage and 4 horses, we can get there in 2.5 days.
So where exactly are we trying to get Kilmstead?
Nope.
You're trying to get to Rosewatch, which I don't have on this map because I didn't know the name. But let me just mark it down.
100 bit squares to the left of that scale.
Question.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
leave-
where the satyr is, though. The satyr's
Question.
here, 10 miles away is the thing. Yes.
What was here again?
Where? Oh, the Tower of
This
Mightyr.
thing.
That was the first thing
Yeah.
you guys went to where you found the
That was with the big magic thing, right?
magic portals.
Why don't we just go there?
And through the portal?
Yeah.
It goes right into the wood, right?
In the middle of the wood.
In the middle of the wood, which might be now
Don't
full of turbo
Go
evil.
into the wood. The wood is like when people have gone back there, like 1 in 100 maybe have actually come back.
We are pretty awesome, though, and it seems like we're probably going into that wood to save your city, your town. And kill some
Well,
fucking elves.
We
You
want to
wouldn't-
know what's going on there
Then
first.
Yeah.
why don't we take the one that goes there, then?
Hmm.
Take a boat ride to the tower, then we go hop through a portal, and we'll go to over there.
Hmm.
To be fair, you do have vessels that can take you there within quicker than half of a day. It's about, I think I said 5 hours to get to the Tower of Mightyr when you guys went there.
Wait a second, I might be able to get us some super special help. I need to go see a dragon about a thing.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Dragons, you say?
Yeah, sorry, I'll introduce you whenever I can, but I need to be super... Be right back. I'm just gonna be like, still pulling my armor on. Clank, 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 flap, flap, flap. Hi there, it's kind of a super emergency. Can I please quickly speak to Calrinix? Promise I'll be quick.
He is in the middle of preparations, but he did say for you to be allowed back in, though. We didn't expect this soon, but if it is an emergency, we will let him know.
Yep.
And within, like, 10 minutes, you're ushered before Calrinix.
Hello again, Calrinix. I'm really sorry that this is such a swift revisit. I sent a missive the moment that I had the vision from my goddess, but by the looks of it, we need to get to the south, and very quickly. When is it that you're planning to teleport with this?
Within the next couple of weeks.
Damn, alright. We're trying to save, like, days. Is there a possible way for us to get pushed, like, just a small group, quite locally? I know that it's a lot to ask, but it saves us a lot of overland travel.
He'll, like, dragon squint at you, but he's an ancient red, so he's, well, just below ancient, but he's very old.
Yeah.
And he looks at you and he squints and he sees, like, the gravity of whatever this is. Just says, I will send riders out to collect your friends and what you need. Get all the things you need, you will require, and I will send you to where you need to go.
Excellent. Thank you very much for this.
Keep in mind that I am not a taxi service, but
No, this is definitely
be an
probable
emergency.
evil elf-related bullshit.
Very well.
I'll make sure my goddess gives you an extra big special thank you. She's sort of the one who told me about this.
Should have led with that.
Sorry, yes. I'm thinking backwards and in reverse. But yes, she was the one who told me this in the first place, so kind of on a time basis here.
I will send a flight of griffins.
Most excellent. Thank you very much for your help.
And I'm assuming you will need more than just that. I will also send one of our gatekeepers with you.
Even better, thank you.
All right. So, Bodhi, you return to the Feisty Ferry with a small flight of, a small flight of griffins and someone with who's dressed in like a combination of robes and armor with like a gate and a key emblazoned on his chest piece.
Yep. Alright guys, make sure you got your stuff ready to go. Might be a little bit of a sooner chance to see the dragon yourself, so that's not going to be a long stay.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
We're getting teleported there. Or as close as
Oh,
we can
wow.
be quite simply teleported there.
Fancy.
What? I do good work. I like look at them as there's like a did you doubt me?
Can I bring my horses through a teleport?
Can't see why not.
I
He's hecka
have-
powerful.
Like, about 3/4 of my stuff on them.
Tell you what, I'll load all your stuff in my bag of holding.
That's what I'm for, the gatekeeper will say.
Oh, excellent.
But, I mean, they're still
How-
my horses and I don't want to leave them behind.
How do you think we get supplies to the city? We don't put them all on griffins.
Makes excellent sense. Oh, by the way, hello, gatekeeper. Von the Ember. Are you satisfied with your weapons and armor dealer?
We are well supplied, yes.
But are you satisfied?
I'm in a place there.
There's always time and a place for merchandise, for making deals.
If you are asking what I think you're asking, it's best you talk to the quartermaster. I simply rapidly transport people and items to and from the the fortress. The others that we brought with us are honor guard, basically. Whenever we do teleportation like this, we do need to have. Honestly, it's a type of security measure so that a gatekeeper doesn't get taken and then tortured or ensorcelled to let enemy forces within the fortress walls.
Very
Even
well.
here, even in Fafnir.
Understandable.
So, gather your things, and we shall head up to the fortress immediately. Oop.
We shall venture forth.
Yep. Gather your shit so you can venture forth.
Okay.
I just need to check. Are you saying I can bring my horses, or I should just like get all of the stuff off of them and hire someone to have them brought to Rosewatch?
We can tell. I have the ability to open a gate between here and there. Hence, gatekeeper.
You can walk them through.
See, if you started with explaining what gatekeeper was rather than just saying it like I meant
Maybe
to
should have
know
left with
it.
that.
but- yeah.
I just like deja vu. Very strange.
Sometimes I forget that others are not that well versed within the fortress. The fortress has been built for a long time, and well, I've lived there pretty much my entire life. I was born there.
You're born in it, molded by it.
Basically.
By the time you saw a gate. Yes.
The city didn't always fly, you know that, right?
Yeah.
But he's saying to you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm amazed that you did get it flying though. Well played.
Yes, you must have a great pull, or at least made an impression enough on High Marshal Kaurnix for him to do you this favor. Do not take it lightly.
I don't.
Quickly.
Yep.
Moving on.
So, y'all grab your stuff, and He opens up a gate, and you all ride through and basically into Cowrenix's courtyard. For people who haven't seen him, you see a massive humanoid figure towering like 25 feet, just standing above you. Great horns, scales, wings.
Damn.
Don't forget your manners.
And I will
Damn,
drop
sir.
into a deep curtsy.
And I do the full plate half bow because I can't bend that deeply easily now.
Me thinking that I do not have enough materials to armor that.
Paladin Shale's daughters crew, I see. Are you ready for teleportation?
Yes.
Yes, my lord.
As ready as I can be, I guess.
I have been told of your great need. If the goddess of vengeance has asked you to go there, then far be it from me to stand in her way. Now, remain still. And he lifts one great arm and whoop, and
Hold on to your butt.
Yes.
doot.
Buckle up, buckaroo.
Buckle up, motherfuckers.
Pop with a sound that sounds, you know, like a great crack. You guys find yourselves standing just outside of Rosewatch in a very charred circle.
Ugh. I really hope there wasn't like a child underneath us when we appeared. We like lift a foot like, oh.
And it's just around us that there's charring, but the village hasn't been charred any, right?
No. It's just a reaction of you guys having been literally teleported like 200 miles. The ground around you is just turned to like ash.
Fair enough.
It has been a long time since I've done something that magical. That was pretty cool.
Crap! I want to get that gatekeeper my card.
Maybe another time. Also, kindly pretend you did not hear my surname. Thumbs up.
Sure.
You also didn't. You introduced yourself fully and never told the dragon that you know.
It's true. It's true. I never told him that, but I, of course, didn't expect it to come about so soon myself either.
I honestly wasn't expecting this either. You guys have very cheekily avoided my my random encounter just outside of the city. So, congratulations.
Were we gonna be held up by a bunch of level 1 schmucks?
No, something much different.
Oh well, there's always the return journey.
You just mean it? There's always just next session.
True. Well.
So, do we want to go find this satyr right away, or
How desperate are you to see your parents? I would like us to go and see them as quickly as possible to keep whatever is meant to happen from happening.
I'd like to see them. I'd like to stop them from being murdered slightly more, though.
Alright, I suppose say a time. And we can always just turn up and then pretend that nothing bad was going to happen at all anyway, and then no one has to panic.
Yeah.
So we can just turn up for tea.
Assuming no one saw us appear from the middle of the. You know, we should actually probably go and just check in just to explain why there's a giant patch of burnt ground right outside.
Alright.
I mean, that's the sort of thing that my foster dad might send for an adventurer for. Just...
Of course, yeah, right. We're saving the trouble. Okay.
Alright. Because I had actually had it planned for you guys to go through that random encounter, I don't actually have a map for Rosewatch yet. Do you guys just want a theater of the mind?
Sure.
Because we usually go for another 45 minutes before recording.
Okay, yeah, theatre's fine. The theater.
Sure.
I'll
not?
be back in just a second.
I will be back too. I need to go and let the dogs out. They're pawing at the door, and I don't want them shitting in the bathroom. Because one of them will.
What an asshole, dog.
That one jerked off.
Yeah, well, it's the youngest of the ones my bro has. Because I'm at my bro's house. I'm at Bork house. And he got another dog. And his other two dogs used to be really, really quiet, right? But this dog, when they got it, the moment she barks, it riles up all the other ones. So now all the dogs bark now,
Yeah.
which means that, and one of those dogs is a red bone coonhound, so it's not barking, it's just one long awoo.
Okay.
And the thing is, if you don't let this little one out enough, she'll walk into the bathroom and take a shit all over the like the floor mat. So I'm gonna let her out, and I'll be right back.
Okay. And I need to be right back too, so go.
Fair enough. Mm-hmm. I feel crafty about it, but Stray keeps giving me all these connections. I'd be crazy not to take advantage.
Yes. I'm gonna have
I'm
to
back.
Welcome back.
I'm gonna have to start using some of them
Mm.
for multiple. I
Gotta
got a
make
few
them
things
chicken
going on.
connections.
Oh yeah. Also, I might just start going full Tony Stark and just, hey, this I don't know. I think I can build a giant laser that can go right through it. Let's see if I can. If you give me money, I can test it and prove it.
You essentially want to make mad scientist money.
Yeah.
That's just money.
Or and then after I build the giant laser railgun, whatever, I could be like, you know what? I could probably make armor that can actually work against it. Of course, I mean like castle armor type stuff.
Yeah. It's like, I can make the unstoppable gun, and then next, I can make the armor for this unstoppable gun, because everyone started buying unstoppable guns. It's really weird how that works out, right?
Yeah.
Poultry science. He puts the poultry in PhD. That's what it stands for.
Poultry having degree.
Yep. My poultry having degree.
Mm-hmm. Also, I feel like that's the thing from Death Battle.
It is the thing from Death Battle.
What, sorry?
Boomstick has a doctorate in poultry.
Ah, nice.
Ooh, also grabbed another beer. This one's a milk stout.
Interesting.
They're good. They're good.
Cool.
And how's it that interesting? You were the ones who invented it.
More that you had acquired it, more than anything.
Oh, well, fair. Fuck, that sunlight is right in my eyes. Hang on, I'm gonna have to go and close the curtains, because sun's going down right in my eyes now. Sorry.
So good.
Alright, that's done.
Hooray!
Alright, so, Maya, would you like to describe your village for us?
Oh,
The first thing you would see when approaching Rosewatch would be a about 2.5 meter high palisade surrounding all of it. It's certainly not up to date military technology, but for what it is, it's well built and well preserved. Then plenty of rustic buildings, all centered around a reasonably large manor house. I'm not that good with location descriptions off the top of my head, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I just, you know, it's your little village, and I let people add things to the world as they wish, like scow and gargoyles.
Fair enough.
All right. And
I'm
I
back.
actually don't remember. Are you both of your adoptive parents still alive?
Both of them. As is a slightly older brother
dumber.
and slightly older brother and significantly younger sister.
All right. And so I can actually play them. What are your parents like?
One's a Joseph Joestar XP.
No.
Yeah, well, this was going to be done over PMs, but you guys teleported into the village, so.
Yeah, younger sister, as in like 12. But yeah,
Sorry, Marlon, that chicken ain't cooked yet.
No, I used the word adorable that means cute.
Yeah, I know. I'm kidding.
Small. What is that?
yeah, just wanted to specify what I meant by significantly younger.
Okay, okay. That's
Yeah.
like 6 years.
Calm down, Shad Dav 37.
Damn!
Shut up.
Oh, man.
I take great offense to what you're implying.
Wow!
That is
Shay,
that is
that
rough.
was a low fucking blow.
I know. Bob can take it, though.
No,
Besides,
I
he's got so many shotguns.
But yes, Sir Wolfgang Dasper is very proper, rather militaresque. Seems like he was born quite a while too late. Like, he should have been in a war, but no, that was his grandfather, and was raised very much unlike him. Very prim, very proper, but actually still quite a nice fellow, just with his own sense of, this is the way the world should be, and if it's not that way, then, well, I'm just going to ignore that bit of the world and carry on as I am. Scal? That's Maya's older brother.
Ah.
But, yeah, Maya's mother. Warm, nice, lovely. Very soft. Likely to, just start randomly petting people if they have cute ears. And since she's a wolfkin, she considers human ears to be cute ears.
Oh, look at them. They're so small and round.
Don't you just have the cutest little immobile little flappers there?
I mean, as compared to, like, wolfkin ears, they could actually, like, turn colors when embarrassed. It's adorable.
Yep.
Maya's older brother is, extremely gay. But because he's meant to be the heir to the local lordship, he's trying really hard to not actually be gay because he doesn't think Sir Wolfgang would mind. Well, no, he thinks Sir Wolfgang would mind, even though in reality Sir Wolfgang totally wouldn't.
What's his beard like? Very madly.
You
those I
think
know.
he's capable of one?
No. Beard as in the phrase for someone who has a girlfriend, so they can go, I'm not
Yeah.
gay, duh.
Yeah, he can't even do that.
Aww.
Your brother?
Mm-hmm.
Too gay
I
to
can
get a
make man
beard.
out of him.
Yeah, this is where do we get Volan to fucking take your brother down to Slam Town?
So that he can learn to have a spine.
He just leans in and whispers, Roo, roo, roo.
But yeah, brother is a bit of a tryhard. He's
Like
would
DCL.
probably be actually competent if he wasn't spending so much of the time trying to act like he was straight and completely failing at it.
I like vaginas, you guys. Gosh. I love pussy.
They
I don't think you
terri-
do. I do. It's my favorite thing. No, I
they
don't think it is.
terrify me at all.
Well, look, it's like a, it's like a butthole, so it's perfectly fine. Wait a second.
And Maya's younger sister is like every 12-year-old girl ever. All basically the same. But...
Can she even?
No, she
I need
cannot.
to invent a cell phone just for
Wow,
her to
motherfuckers.
ignore people with.
Alrighty then. So, you guys are gonna like walk into town, and presumably, Maya, will wave at a bunch of people, and you guys will get a little sidetracked. Oh my God, you're back! How was your adventure? Stuff like that. Oh man, you look so grown up. Look at those new clothes. Tell me about your adventures. But assuming that Maya doesn't spend the entire time being bogged down saying, no, I really have to go see mom and dad now. You guys are gonna make it up to what I presume to be the manor house, right?
They live in a hobbit hole. Hobbit holes for everyone.
Alright, so you make it up to the mansion, and the doors are thrown wide open as you guys approach, and you see two figures standing in the doorway, and one much smaller figure running full speed towards Maya.
Oh dear.
It's an attack goblin. Watch out for its chivy little hands.
It has a shiv.
It's coming out straight for me.
It's gonna steal your panties.
Yeah, they all fucking do, the bastards.
Ugh. Fucking Scow and D goblins are the worst.
As opposed to
Shank goblins.
COC and D goblins, which are the best.
I do like me short stacks. Anyways, so your little sister jumps up into your arms and just hugs you real tight. Hi, Maya. Hi. Ooh, who are your friends? Wow, she's really shiny. Tell me about your adventures.
Hi.
We are professional murder hobos.
You've grown really fast. Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna be big and strong adventurer too one day.
Really big and strong, huh?
Wow, he looks like his eyes are on fire.
This is Voland. He's a warrior that a super duper special fiery type of wolfkin.
Tell me, do you think you can lift this hammer?
and she's going to like suck in like a really big breath, which even at the higher points just kind of sounds like a squeak, and go, I've never seen water folk before. Oh wow! Oh man, she's so shiny.
She is quite shiny.
I do try to keep myself moist.
Yeah, she does.
This is Lorelei. She's really awesome. She's like the you know in the books of those books of adventures. She's like the cleric, except she does different sort of healing. And it's even more awesome, wouldn't you believe?
Isn't one of your parents human?
No, both of these two are Wolfkin.
Oh, okay. Well, Bob, you're also in power armor.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. No one can see what you look like.
Yay.
There's
Yeah.
a reason why when why I asked you that when you were fighting the undead, because they would have targeted you first, the undead drow, but because you had power armor on, no one could tell. So yeah, you just look like someone that's just covered in armor.
The illusion is complete.
Secret human.
Secret human.
Just like writing in his journal, day 65. They still think I'm one of them.
I'm reminded of Susan Strong.
But yeah, Maya will just drop her voice to a whisper and say, "But if you think like Waterfolk is awesome, meet Marlon. Marlon, take your helmet off."
I do so.
There's even airlock sounds.
It actually just folds back.
Of course.
Yeah,
Clank,
no,
clank,
that's
clank,
okay.
clank, clank.
Yeah.
There can still be a psh, though.
Yeah.
Is that a human?
Yes, he is. Isn't he great?
Oh my god. I wasn't sure if they were real. I was fairly certain Big Bro was pulling my leg. Wow, that's awesome. Hey, have you seen a dragon before? What are dragons like? You guys still worship dragons?
I don't. We revere dragons.
Huh?
We have a lot of respect for them as a race.
Oh.
Yeah, and every year around the winter solstice, the dragons go around the world giving the good little boys and girls presents.
It's true, yeah.
I mean, that helps.
And Marlon here can actually fly with them. He paints his armor red and carries a big old sack of presents.
Wow.
Hold on. Really? I mean, maybe after I get my ornithopter. Okay.
What's that sound in the air? It's just Marlon helicoptering over everyone. Oh no.
I can fly too.
And she'll like look at Corlia and like wave a hand. She's seen centaurs before, and they're pretty common on the open plains, especially as far east. So traditional centaur
But
stomping grounds.
has she seen a giant centaur?
She is not. Are you going to do that? Because
I'm going to do that.
all
Crowley
right,
is going to become very big.
So she's gonna wave, and then she's gonna look, and then centaurs can get big. Wait. Water people can make centaurs big. Amazing.
This one's a special one.
It wasn't humans. It was the waterkin over there.
Wow! Can you see the woods from up there?
Can I? Can I
No.
roll perception?
You can't squint 20 miles away.
You hear like the CSI zoom in noise.
Well, more like 15, but still.
Actually,
I know you.
hey kid, have you ever seen a flamethrower?
Do you actually say that?
Yes.
Well, one time my brother threw a torch?
I chuckle.
It's more like what I did to Auntie Lara that one time.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Ah,
Oh, wow. Wow, I don't know why I didn't see you. Are you a rock?
I like shifty eyes. Thought I nearly got away with it too. I'm a gargoyle. Hmm.
I've read about those. You're all taking a nap.
Not all of us anymore.
This is Bodhi. Say hi to her. She's really nice.
Hi, Bodhi.
Hello there. What would your name be, dear?
What's her name? It's your family.
I just sent you the message with all of the names in.
Oh, there we go.
That's great.
What?
The Volan, the Marlin machine throwing KFC at people. Fuck, I could go for that right now. Fucking delicious.
I am Lula.
Not gonna lie, they do make a decent pot pie.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you. You know, I bet you are going to grow up to be a very, very strong adventurer one day. I can tell.
We can,
Yeah.
we can test your strength right now. Go on.
Just like Big Sis and Big Bro.
Yep. Yeah, tell you what. And then I'm gonna say a little prayer and make my hands just glow a little bit, and then boop her gently on the nose. It's just essentially a wordless blessing, but you know, make her feel better.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's awesome.
There you go. 100% certain, big and strong. Right. And then I'll stand up
Big Bro
properly
would-
again.
Yeah. Big Bro's not around right now. He went to K-Tree.
Oh. We were around there just a couple of days ago. It's a shame we missed him.
He left like yesterday.
Oh.
He's gonna make some interesting friends in K-Tree.
And like by this time, your parents have, just walked to where you are, and your dad just claps a hand on your shoulder and then brings you in for a hug. It's good to see you, my girl. It's been a few weeks.
It's nice to be back. Although it's starting to turn into months by my count of it.
Yes. Well, time flies around here. I'm very glad to see you're doing well for yourself. It seems you've managed to get yourself quite the group of adventurers. A whole gargoyle, a centaur.
A whole gargoyle. Better than half a gargoyle.
It seems like you're collecting one of every race.
Rap.
I don't know about that. But these people are some of the best at what they do.
And what I do is very nice.
What I do is super nice. It's be professionally nice, unless you're a fucking elf. I'll fuck you up.
My job is to get angry a lot.
I make chicken.
It's very nice chicken, though.
Your mom will pull you into a hug and ruffle your hair. So, and you know, your sister spends the entire time like bouncing on her heels, just like looking around wide-eyed at everybody, especially at like the friggin' stone gargoyle. I mean, not just the gargoyle, the friggin' griffin. And so,
Yep, I will introduce her to Madam Hoots while they're having their little reunion.
so Maya, what brings you back to Rosewatch?
Uh,
Surely there's nothing in a sleepy little town like ours that a big, bold adventurer like you would have any interest in now.
Shall we head inside?
But of course, it is getting around lunchtime by my reckoning.
It's like
Let's
a whole group
all
is
have
like,
a meal.
like uncomfortable pacing. Yeah, nothing bad gonna happen at all. It's all fine.
Let's go.
Everything is awesome.
Yeah.
Let's all sit down for a nice meal, and you can tell us what a group of strapping young adventurers like yourself are doing in our neck of the woods.
Hmm. Peer at Maya and I'll do that little, go ahead thing.
Well, once we are actually inside and not like literally in the middle of a village, uh, it is sort of to do with the woods. Um,
The wood?
yeah.
I mean, we've had to deal with corrupted Ents far in the past and some Edelwood folk, but you know, nothing of note has happened in the woods, and well, since Dad helped drive a bunch of those orcs into that place.
Orcos.
Well, um, there might be something going on in there again, and um, I mean, Bodhi, you were the one that had the vision. Um, you might be better at explaining what's happening.
Okay. Although I confess we'll have to make this a little bit quick. Do you know of a satyr in this area? Might have camped about 10 miles away?
Oh yeah, the scholar. He passed through a couple days ago. Said he was going to perform some experiments of some sort. He's actually from he's from the Trials Timberlands, as I recall correctly.
Okay. We need to find this individual and assist him with whatever he's doing, or at the very least ensure that he doesn't fail and meet with a terrible fate. Otherwise, I'll look around. Is Mini Maya still here?
Yeah.
Otherwise, some bad stuff is gonna happen. And I'll pointedly glance down in her direction as though I'm fucking not saying that out loud.
Well, she's gonna look incredibly interested, but you know her dad will kind of see the look in your voice, and you know he'll just be he'll reach down and pick her up. All right, come on now, we gotta discuss some business. Well, you know, we'll come back for have food in a bit. After all, it's gonna take a little while to prepare. But come on, young lady. You know. leave your sister alone. We've got some things to talk about. She'll pout and um, he'll set her down and she'll like run off to do something.
I'll go with the child, and I will go and entertain her
Yeah.
while everyone else goes and talks.
Her pouty mood is much lessened as Lirelai follows with her, and she's going during this entire conversation. She's going to pester you what life is like underwater, and how do you guys eat food? How do you bake things? Ooh, what's it like being able to breathe water?
Oh dear.
Imagine
What have I done?
gargling when you brush your teeth, but all the time.
What have I gotten myself into?
The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake.
Yep, she's constantly looking at you with like just big old sparkles in her eyes.
Under the sea.
Shine now, come on, my lady, now just kiss it.
And so Maya's mom comes back with some various some tea and a little bit of ale for those who want it, and she looks at the expression on Maya's dad's face and kind of sits down. Is there something wrong, Maya? Yes, Maya. What's really going on? Surely a job board wouldn't have you protect this man unless there was something dangerous going on with the wood.
This wasn't from the job board. I'm sorry. I don't know how much I meant to say. I will just turn to Bodhi.
There's no harm in you knowing the most of it. Essentially, I had a conversation with my goddess, and she directed me to this area. More specifically, she showed me what would happen here to Rosewatch if we didn't help this satyr out. And it's...
Your goddess, you're a student of the divine, then. Well, do you have your armor on?
Yes, yeah.
Paladin, perchance?
You would be correct, yes.
Which goddess, if I may ask?
I will shift the cloak away and reveal her shining signet.
Bashea?
Correct. As you would expect, she's a rather vested interest in this wood thanks to its very colourful history.
This bodes ill. What were you told?
That this place would crumble and burn and everyone within would be slaughtered in a most horrible fashion if this satyr did not succeed in what it is he set out for. We don't know what that is yet. We need to head to as soon as possible. But rest assured that it's nothing good. Of course, it'll be fine now that we're here. And at the same time, I would ask that you don't do anything dangerous or reckless or panic anyone. However, preparing for the worst in as subtle a way as you can wouldn't go amiss.
And then Maya's mum will speak up, and Sarah will say, it's been a long time it's been a couple weeks since we had a drill for the city, the town guard, and mostly made up of people who live here, just in case we learn to protect our village. But we can tell them that we're running drills and get things set up.
Of course. In fact, here, 1 second, and I'll reach into my bag and pull out a chunk of, say, 20 gold coins. Perhaps you would like to, I don't know, pay some of the younger, more bored individuals to help improve the maintenance on that palisade. It looked a little bit underused recently.
There's no need. have the funds necessary.
Oh, and this would
into
just
this.
be pay for them to do the duty. Might as well get them involved properly, and money is a motivator.
I appreciate the effort, the offer, but no, we have enough to motivate them.
As you wish it. She'll palm it away again.
If you were sent by the goddess on this purpose, it would be reticent of us to keep you for long. We shall, as not to worry, Lula. Uh, we'll have a nice meal together and give you, give your group all the rations they need,
Of course.
and send you on your way. Um, do you know where this satyr is?
Yes, I am aware he would be from here, about 10 miles due nearly completely east, at the woods border, operating out of a small camp.
Very well. So, we would love to ask you more, but, well, this, your business seems like it takes precedence. We will send a note to Revi and recall him back home.
Okay. Well, I mean, all things considered, we'll just go in there, solve the problem, and come back out for a second meal.
Very well. Alright, well, best not to keep you waiting. Let's get on with lunch and then send you on your way. If you have been sent by the goddess of vengeance, it's best not to keep her waiting.
That's the plan. I look forward to smashing some elves around.
One little thing before we eat. Some point over the next day or so, one of the villagers may come and say there's like an inexplicable patch of burned ground outside. Yeah, that was us.
RB.
That was you?
Magic happened.
I don't understand. Did you camp outside of the city and make a bonfire? We didn't see any lights last night.
It's just a magical mishap on the way here.
Yeah, Marlon may decide to see if we could have a smith off, and it got a little out of hand.
He just gives you a flat look. There are no kilns or anything to forge out there.
Like, literally just points to the vest. Got it covered.
Magic vest.
Magic vest.
You're on a god-sent mission. I won't argue.
Also, adventurers. It's pretty part and parcel with madness.
Fair enough. And so with that, they'll both get up. Lirlai, you are halfway to explaining how exactly that you move around underwater and yet move so slow on land before her dad comes in and picks her up and puts her on his shoulders, and tells you that your friends are waiting for you in the dining room.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, you guys have a lovely home-cooked meal. It's very, very delicious. So, everyone gets 5 temporary HP.
Oh, awesome.
An odd view of 12-year-olds. I'm talking about 12-year-olds like the ones that I knew from my younger siblings. So my younger siblings acted.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Incredibly annoying.
Cool.
All right. So I think we're gonna leave it off here.
Okay.
Because the next bit will take at least another hour and a half.
Said temporary HP.
Yep, you guys each get 5 temporary HP from a home cooked meal.
Okay.
Cool.
And yep. Also, before we end, hey Bob, again, sorry about that.
That's
Didn't
cool.
mean, yeah, didn't mean to open up any old wounds. So,
I'm assuming you meant that entirely as a joke.
oh, I
guess.
did. You aren't the first person that I've called that. Fucking goddamn.
All right.
Fucking test.
Moving on.
Anyways, moving on. What am I doing? Right.
We're calling it
is
a
there...
wrap up.
Yep. No. I'm trying to remember. Is there anything you guys would like to bring up before we brought the session to a close?
No,
Hmm.
Bob, you never answered me. Did we agree on 600 gold for the cloak of resistance?
I didn't see that.
I sent it to you and then I whispered it to you.
I did see the first thing that he sent to you.
I didn't actually see the one for 600.
Yeah, it's 660, I think, right?
Well, I just kind of settled on a price because it's 1,000 to buy it, 500 to make it, so I figured to give him a profit there.
Yeah, that I would have done that.
So like a tip. All right, so you've got that.
Just the tip, just to see how it feels.
Just a tip, man. All right. So, is there anything anyone else would like to bring up?
Yep.
Not really. Oh, one slight thing. Screw you, JRPG docs, for burning my hometown.
It's not burned. It's totally fine. What's wrong with you?
It's going to be for if we fail.
Well, yeah, we just don't fail then. It'll be easy.
Hey, you were the one who put your village next to the wood.
Next time, maybe don't place your hometown next to the land of ancient evil. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, I put my hometown next to Mordor. Now I'm sad that it's gonna be destroyed. Wah.
Just be glad it's not called the Moot. Otherwise, it'd always burn. Chaos always burns the Moot.
Alrighty then. Well, that is it for me. Thank you everyone for playing.
Thank you very much for running, as usual.
Yeah, it's been an awesome time.
Yes.
Alrighty. Alright, I'm done.
Alright. Yeah, if you're watching in the VODs or you're watching in the streams, have yourselves a lovely motherfucking good time.
Like and subscribe.
And ding a bell.